Good evening, everyone. Hope you've all been well. Great to see so many of you stopping by tonight as we celebrate this historic day as Nintendo announces the greatest thing to ever exist, Wii Sports Thumb Wrestling. Heck yeah, we're going to be playing that from dusk till dawn, many a night, I can guarantee you now. Hope you're all doing well, had a great day. Lots to discuss, lots to play. Hopefully we have some fun here. Thank you so much, Nick Gamer. Hope you're having a great evening. Donkey Kong Country 64 says real. Oh man, that was the announcement of all time right there, Fennec. Hope you're having a good one. Chance, good evening. Got popcorn ready for more Mario 64 hacks. So I don't know. Gonna have to see what's going on here. We got Fennec. Hello, everyone. Yes, Raynok. Is this a Christmas discussion? Well, it's like Christmas in June, right? E3 was like the game or Christmas. That happens halfway between the real Christmas. So it's like two Christmases in one. But was that the case today? Again, we'll get to that discussion very soon. Everyone excited for that sweet, sweet thumb wrestling action? There we go, Fennec. There we go. Nothing says woohoo island land like thumb wrestling over a volcano. Using the joystick for Mario Party. Hi, Owen. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Raynok's been waiting years for thumb wrestling in Wii Sports. There we go. Oh, Chance, thank you. We just hit 38,000 subscribers. It really means a lot. I'm so happy everyone's enjoying the videos and shorts and streams. And it's my pleasure to bring them to you. You are what make this so much fun. And excited to bring you more stuff. It'll be cool to see just how high can we go. But of course, it's about having all the fun along the way. But the number, you know, as someone who played RuneScape for many, 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 many years, it's in your nature to like to see number go up. And in this case, it is fun to see number go up. But again, thank you all so much. Glad you're enjoying all this stuff. It's always fun making videos and, you know, streaming and chatting with you all in the comments. In the Discord server too, be sure to check that out if you're not in there. Hi, YS Bunny. Hope you're having a good night. Real, we would like to play thumb wrestling. It's like show up at your door and instantly you're in a thumb war match battle. Craziness. We got Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Your happy DK64 is on the Switch 2 now, or Switch 1 as well, I think. We do have some Donkey Kong related stuff to discuss today, which is only on the Switch 2 because, oh my god, you can't have Donkey Kong Jr. math achievements on the Switch 1, guys. That is a premium feature you're gonna have to pull out your wallet for. Should you want to get that sweet, sweet Donkey Kong Jr. math trading card. Only available at Circle K. Hello, Hack and Shack. Thumb wrestling is cursed. Yeah, I mean, I gotta protect these thumbs. If anything happened to the thumb, that'd be it for the streams, guys. So I can't go around thumb wrestling random people on the street. You never know what's gonna happen. This June Direct, Super Tom, brother. So let's lay the ground rules right here. Obviously, there are going to be things in the Direct today that people enjoyed, and things that people may not have liked. Everyone is allowed their opinion. If someone doesn't like something, it is not like mean it's an attack on that person. We're all gonna like and dislike different things. But if someone does like something that you don't like, this is the ground rule right here. You are not allowed to like insult that person or say that like you're dumb or whatever, or like you suck, or like just make sure we're all respecting that people are gonna like different things. And I think we're gonna have a good chat today because it's definitely a bit of a controversial Direct where like if you like a certain kind of game, you were probably ecstatic. And if you were hoping for something else, you probably weren't so ecstatic. But like, that's the ground rule right here. Please make sure we're being respectable and all that jazz. Minecraft Switch 2 because Mario Mashup Pack is reportedly getting updated too. Oh yeah, that's right. There's like a whole Mario thing that's if you had Nintendo Minecraft. We had a little bit of that at one point. Maybe we won't go there. You're getting Rhythm Heaven Groove, YS Bunny. Yeah, crazy, right? It's like the last Switch 1 game ever. Feels like another 2010, where they released a few ports and new games are lukewarm. You don't like the game key cards. Hello, Bill, Big Phil. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday indeed, everyone. Hope you're all having a great one. Let me make sure Raynok. You see, this is why AI will never take over. Because Raynok, I'm pretty sure it doesn't understand that you were just joking. So like AI will analyze that comment and think that you literally meant that. Genius at work right there. Let me get this fixed back up here. But yeah, of course, you know, everyone just be respectful of others' opinions and such. Yeah, it was an interesting direct. Very, very interesting. And I guess what I should show you all is the closest thing I can compare this direct to is like 2018. So like a year and a half, or like, you know, a year and a few months after the Switch 1 comes out, you get E3 2018. And honestly, right now is very similar to about a year and a half into the Switch 1's life. There's a lot of doom and gloom out there about like, oh my gosh, you know, the games aren't coming, it's all ports and stuff. The first 2 or so years of the Switch 1 was very similar, but there's a key difference, and that's we were going from the Wii U to the Switch. And I think a lot of people saw it as more acceptable as a result of that, since, you know, there weren't as many Wii U adopters. That, okay, you know, everyone who's getting the Switch now and didn't have the Wii U, it makes sense to kind of port all these things over so that people who didn't own a Wii U can experience them. Well, now you have the people going from the Switch to the Switch 2, which obviously had this massive install base, very, very highly regarded, and they're trying to do like kind of the same playbook as they did from Wii U to Switch 1, but it doesn't work for the Switch 2 because everyone already had a Switch 1 and has played all these games. So like just, you know, bumping up the graphics a bit for the Switch 2 and acting like it's this big thing, you know, it's not really cutting it. And so I think that's, even though Nintendo's doing a very similar playbook to what they did at the beginning of the Switch 1's life, it's not getting the same reception, and there's a lot of doom and gloom out there as a result of that. And I say all this as someone who doesn't own a Switch 2, has no plans in the immediate future to buy a Switch 2. I watched the Direct today, but it's not in like a sense of convince me Nintendo, convince me of why I should buy a Switch 2. I do not have money burning a hole in my pocket that I'm just begging Nintendo to give me a reason to give them, you know. It's just, it's not something I plan to buy in the immediate future, but I respect those who are enjoying the Switch 2, who like the Switch 2, and who want to see the Switch 2 do well. So I watched today in curiosity. I'm just like, okay, you know, this is Nintendo's first big Direct in a while. Surely there'll be something that kind of like, even as a non-Switch 2 owner, you know, kind of wow me. Like, let's see what Nintendo's cooking these days. And you know, did it have that big thing? But it's interesting, again, because, you know, you look at E3 2018, so essentially almost the same timeline between when the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 released at this point. And I went to the E3 2018 video today, and I got a good laugh out of one of the comments I saw. Hopefully I can do this right. How do I do this? Is this gonna work? What is that? That's like, maybe that's a list of stars from Mario. How do I do that? I should have prepared this properly before. Oh, this is a Donkey Kong instruction manual. Where are we here? What is that? Yeah, these are the red star locations. How do I do that? Is it that? No, that's that. Let me see. Maybe if I go back this way? What was that? That's some comment or something. I don't even know. I had a thing I was going to show you. Let me see for a second. Hold on. One second. Wow, thank you! Fana gifted 1 membership, thank you so much! Super Mario Bro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Congratulations. I should have tested this before. It's not showing up. It just doesn't want to show up. Ugh. Maybe if I turn it off, turn it back on. Okay. Well, it's being kind of a butt, it would seem. But basically, if you go to the 2018, what's it called? The 2018 Nintendo Direct, one of the first comments was Arlo. And his comment says, I tried to keep my expectations in check, but I didn't think even I expected Mario Party to be the one single game that was announced. And this is in response to Nintendo's 2018 E3 Direct. So it's funny, you look back to that Direct, and even then, right at the beginning of the Switch One's life, the announcements were not that plentiful to start things off. I guess the difference is we had Zelda and Mario in the first year, and that just kind of, changes the whole equation, right? Like, you could play those a lot. They were massive games, so even if things were a little slow after that, it didn't seem like as big of a deal. Plus, like I said, a lot of people were still enjoying all the ports and such because they didn't have a Wii U anyway. But, it's funny that even back then, the E3 2018 Direct, it's not like it had all these new announcements or anything like that. It was very similar to this one. So, we'll see. Nintendo's definitely changed since then, so it will be interesting to see how, the Switch 2 kind of proceeds from here. But I wouldn't get too doom and gloom about it yet, but we'll see, what the next year or two looks like. I think will be really telling. But the fact that they thought to spotlight freaking thumb wrestling and Wii Sports, I think is kind of, that was kind of a decision I'm not so sure about. That's kind of scary. It's like, if you think that's the thing people are excited for, Nintendo, I don't know. Thank you again, though, Fennec, for the 1 gift membership given to Super Mario Bro 12346 there. Hope you enjoy. Hello, LGCRX. Hope you're having a good day. B3313 for the Switch 2. Yes. It's interesting because it's E3 time right now. Yeah, well, that's why it seems like everyone's having kind of their press conferences, right? Their online thing. And it's too bad because, back when it was actually E3, it just seemed like the announcements were a lot better because they had to impress. They had a studio full of people who were judging them. They had to do things that were kind of crazy and outside the box and have some really big hitting announcements. Where the directs are just they're not as inspired as they once were. That's for sure. It's just like, here's a bunch of trailers in a row. And some of the directs were kind of like that, but they still had more character to them than just like the big trailer dump it felt. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see. You finally got a Switch Online SNES controller, Super Time Brother. Nice. Very nice. What else can I see here? Are we spoiled gamers now? Well, that's just it. Like, there is so much to play, so much out there. And again, you're not going to get a new Zelda game on the Switch 2 anytime soon, because you just had Tears of the Kingdom. I think the one thing that's definitely surprising is that there hasn't been any sign of a 3D Mario yet, because 2017 Odyssey was the last big one. I mean, you kind of had Bowser's Fury mixed in there, but that was a short little thing. It seems like Nintendo thought the movie was just going to be enough to hold everybody over for a long time. So that's kind of weird. But then there's Donkey Kong, right, which they seem to maybe have felt was going to fill the gap of a 3D Mario game. And then obviously Mario Kart World as well, which don't seem to have the longevity they perhaps anticipated. So overall, the Switch 2's launch is a little messy. It's a little messy because they're doing things, again, they're kind of imitating the launch of the Switch 1, which doesn't work because everyone owned the Switch 1, where not everybody owned the Wii U, which is why all these remasters and stuff, filled gaps in the Switch 1's life, where they're not keeping people's attention as much in the Switch 2's. And I guess they should have had either a Mario or a big hitting Zelda. Like, if they did the Zelda Ocarina of Time thing, and that was in the first year of the Switch 2, I think that would have caught a lot of people's attention. But now we're a year and a half into the Switch 2. I guess it's more like a year. And we're looking for the new stuff. And they're still in remake modes. And so I get why that's rubbing people the wrong way. I do. I really do. Yeah, Super Mario Bro. Yeah, Fennec, thank you again. Thank you again for that. Hi, Diego. Hope you're having a good one. You know who needs a new franchise idea? Dr. Mario. Well, they had Dr. Luigi. and now you can't even buy that because the Switch, the Wii U's eShop is gone. Tears of the Kingdom and Echoes of Wisdom. Oh my gosh, I didn't even remember Echoes of Wisdom. That's true. And I say that, I'm actually right now in the middle of Spirit Tracks, probably like 3/4 of the way through. Just beat, Phantom Hourglass, and then before that I beat Minish Cap, all within the last couple months. I'm having a blast, having an absolute blast. If there's any Zelda games you haven't played, don't be afraid to go back and check them out. And then there's me, who, back when, Phantom Hourglass first came out, I played it for like a couple hours and it just wasn't for me. I just wasn't digging the touchscreen controls. And then 20 years later, I go back to it and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, it's always good if there's a game that's you're not feeling at the moment, go back to it a few years later. You never know if maybe, it'll have grown on you a little. But yeah, don't be afraid to go play some Zelda stuff that's already out there you haven't checked out, because there's a lot. And it was hard to keep up with it all at one time. So I'm happy to be going back and checking it out now. Tears of the Kingdom and Echoes of Wisdom, yeah, let me see, are more focused on live action movie. Yeah, so again, the movies, man. Movies are fine. As someone who's plays video games for the playing aspect of the game, I don't play a game and I'm like, man, I just wish they'd turn this into cinema. I wish I could pay to go to the theater and just watch this happen instead of playing it. I've seen the Mario movies because other people wanted to see them, and I went along, and it was kind of like a thing to do with other people, and mingle and get out of the house. But I'm not asking for movies. But now Nintendo's kind of turning into Movie Man Company 64, and it's like, it doesn't really matter to me at all. Just focus on the games, man. Just make the dang games. But Nintendo seems to think that the movies fill a gap where games could have been, and it's like, I'm not sure that's true. I'm not really sure I agree with that. Seasons and Ages are so good, but you never beat them real. It was 2020 that I replayed both Seasons and Ages, one right after another, combo in those passwords and all that. Great games, absolutely great. And what happened there was I played the Link's Awakening remake was announced, and I'm like, everyone was like, oh man, I hope they do Ages and Seasons after that too. And I played through the Link's Awakening remake and I was like, that was okay. I mean, I could have just played the original and probably had just as much fun. So I guess I'll just play Ages and Seasons and not worry about if there's going to be a remake or not. And I had so much fun. So that was the right move to make there. Don't be waiting for remakes of everything. There's so mmany games that are just great the way they are. And it's like, they don't really need to be remade. So just, if there's something you're like, you think you'd like to play, just go play it. Don't always wait around for the big shebang. For the same way, Fennec, yeah, it was okay. I thought it could have been better, but it was fine. But I guess there's a hope that if there's a remake, it's more than just fine. Because if it's only fine, then why? Could have just played the original, right? Very first Legend of Zelda was OG Link's Awakening on the old Dot Matrix Game Boy. Oh my gosh, it's such a good game. Such a good game. The last normal penalty pawn with fairies was released 23 years ago. Why is funny? There you go. Yeah, another puzzle collection, GameCube puzzle collection with Dr. Mario, penalty pawn, and all that fun stuff. Yoshi's Cookie there. Oh, you want a Link Between Worlds HD? Well, that's what I'm playing after Spirit Tracks, so that will be fun. Every Punch-Out game feels like a remake of the arcade or NES game anyway, so why not do another one of these, Super Tom Brother? Yes, Punch-Out's kind of in the same boat as Star Fox. It's like no matter what they do with it. I mean, there's only so much you can do in a boxing ring. Maybe the next Punch-Out needs to take place on a bridge over a volcano or something. That'd be kind of new. Back in my day, games didn't need remakes, Raynock. Well, which is funny because you do have examples of that even back in the day. You have Super Mario All-Stars. But I think the difference is that it was customary for a while that when you had remakes, it was bundled together. So it's not just Nintendo released Super Mario Bros. 1 SNES Improvement Edition. No, it was 4 games in one. And even into the PS3 era, we were so spoiled. You got Jack and Daxter Collection. Here's 3 games for you. All these different ones. Crash Bandicoot HD Trilogy, Insane Trilogy. Here you go, 3 games in one. So when I think of HD remakes, I think of doing it as a collection. I'm not so into the idea of just buying one remake. I like when they do a trilogy kind of thing. So I think that when they do that, that's really cool. And the Insane Trilogy is, I think, one of the best things released in like the last decade or two. It's so good. I love Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, 3, and 4 was great as well. And there's talks about how like it's been killed now. There's not gonna be a 5 or whatever. But you know, just those 4 games alone, I could play those all day and night. So good. Spyro Trilogy, yeah, another good example. Another good example. Hello, Bonapole 6050. Hope you're having a good one. But yeah, so those are some basic thoughts anyway. Let's play some games, and I'll jabber on some more. Feel free to, you know, pick my brain about, you know, what did you think of this part or that part, because it might, you know, some of it might slip by. But I'm glad everyone's been enjoying the discussion so far. That was a lot of discussion. That was probably the longest we've ever discussed things at the beginning of a stream here. Let me make sure everything's unmuted. It looks like it should be. All right, everyone. Namco did 2 remake collections in the 90s in the arcade, surprisingly. Yeah, like that was the thing. It used to be all about the collections, right? But now when they just like, here's like 1 remake, it's not as appealing. Oh, Fennec redeemed Hydrate over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Okie dokie. So let's play some fittingly Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Well, we chat a completely normal version of Ocarina of Time, I can assure you, as shown by the completely normal title screen from Ocarina of Time. Oh, you're a big fan of the Mario 64 120 co-op stars run. Well, thank you. Yeah, I was done with Miles Luigi. Crazy to think that was, like, you know, 6 years ago now. But that was a good one. Really glad to hear people still enjoying that. So let's enter my name. I was always like an all caps kind of guy. So whenever anyone says your name, they're screaming it out. But they do give you the, you know, the lowercase down here, should you want to get all fancy like. But here we go. You know, I mean, it looks so easy, but I'm glad. I'm really glad. So, yeah, that was really crazy having to grab like, you know, a star at the same time so you didn't get kicked out of the level. Good times all around. This is a funny looking Mario 64. It is. It's like, but it's pretty average. Lakitu flying under the bridge, just as I remember it. Hey, this isn't Master Quest. Why it's funny? Oh man, Master Quest is awesome. Just like I remember. Here we go. He's an adult already, guys. All right, let's read the sign. Ciao! Welcome to Hyrule Kingdom. Here's a quick reminder of what Mario Link can do. Press A to interact with characters and roll into various objects. Press B to use your sword and save in the pause menu. Once you get items, you can use them with the C buttons. Heck yeah, what's the pause menu looking like? Ooh, look at that. Hi. Oh, we're in Hyrule Field right now. There's the market, Lon Lon Ranch. Incredible. You know, well, we have one song already. What do we got? Down here, we got the song of Prelude of Lights. Interesting. Do we have the ocarina to go along with it? We got all of our... Oh, we do. Okay, guys, the ultimate question. What C button do you usually assign the ocarina to? Well, I guess I could have saved all that incredible progress. All right, it's Link in Princess Peach's castle here. I'm sure it's going to be full of all sorts of shenanigans. Can you do the Lakitu skip? I wonder if there'll be a cutscene on the bridge just for old time's sake. Ooh, I already see big old piece of heart over there. We're gonna need the boomerang for that, maybe? Oh my god, why do I think B is talk and interact? That's not how you're supposed to do it. Now, if I had the Song of Recovery or whatever, couldn't we fix that sign? Is that a different Zelda game? We'll never know what that one says. Can I charge up the old sword? We don't have any magic, so it can't do like a big spin. And that's right, I can't change the camera angle with the C buttons. I've played a lot more Mario 64 than Zelda lately, so please cut me ever so small amounts of slack for the first little bit here. Are rupees going to be good for anything? Are we going to have like a store inside the castle? That'd be pretty great. All right, down right. Oh yeah, so Bottom Paul puts the ocarina on down. Yeah, see, I think right is where I used to put it back in ye olden days. You need to obtain the Song of Glue to fix the sign. I like that. Right for ocarina, left for long shot, down for anything else. Oh, I like that. That's good. That is good. Is this a retail game or a ROM hack? This is a ROM hack. I don't know if it's like a full thing or not. Oh, look at this big old Triforce. Okay, it doesn't work yet though. We can swim around. Anything we can dive down and grab. Maybe we lower the water level at some point. We even got the big old door for the metal cap sort of thing. Okay, we should probably finally go inside the castle and see what's going on. Hopefully we don't have to like dodge any guards like you do inside of Zelda's castle here. I guess Link in Mario 64 is throwing you off. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And there's also a hack which puts Mario in Ocarina. Okay, remember it's A. It's A in Ocarina of Time. Because yeah, that's right. It's B to read signs and talk to people in 64. So definitely kind of a mind trip there. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work on the real consoles. It came out in 2018. Some people say that the water outside the castle can be drained by activating a switch inside of it. Oh, you mean like a yellow switch? I don't know. Let's get inside the castle and start tearing things apart here. All right, Super Zelda 64 it is. Heck yeah. This is definitely a retail game. My mom had to beat Zora Battlefield for you back in '98. Phil, oh my gosh, that's a tough one I've heard. Okay, so you don't just open doors automatically like in Mario 64. You gotta press the A button to get in there. Look at that, Zelda's castle. Can we look up and go to the Red Switch Palace? This is awesome. This is awesome. Look at that big old Scatoula guys. Oh, they do hurt you. Although it didn't do any damage, unless it's like fractional damage. Well, not seemingly. Well, at least we start with the sword. That's kind of nice. Again, rupees. I don't know if they will ever matter. Oh, let's just go into a door, I guess, and see what happens. How are you gonna like enter the level? We're gonna like, actually jump into the big old portrait. How do you jump in this game again? You do like that. Oh, do I have to do that? Like literally? That'd be kind of funny. It is Bob-omb Battlefield. Oh, he jumps into it for you. Gotcha. Wow, there you go. That is actually really cool. Link moves faster when walking backwards. Oh yeah, I've seen that in like speedruns where he walks backwards at the time. Hopefully volume levels and everything are all good. Nintendo lore Miyamoto said that Mushroom Kingdom and Hyrule were set in the same N64 universe. That's cool. So you've never played any N64 other than couch multiplayer, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Mario Kart. Matt Rogers, no problem. Hope you're having a good one. Okay, it's not B. B would like slice him in two. Are you with them too? Wait, you're green. That means you're one of us, right? You see, the red scrubs are stealing our homes, and they even painted them that ugly color. If you're gonna run around here, you could help us and defeat some of these mad scrubs. Sure, they're holding mini goods. Wait, those goods weren't stolen from our homes, right? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Hey, so you've seen those other scrubs, right? I could fight them myself, but let's see, I got a splinter from those crates over there, and my foot hurts. I surely can't fight like that. It would be, oh no. I need to improve my acting skills. Well, there you go. So, good old, you got a splinter from touching the crates. How about rolling into them with your big old noggin? That's what they call using your head. I like GoldenEye 64 too. Oh, that one's a classic. So this one, I guess I was supposed to probably use the shield on him. But still, look at him just run up the hill. Where's my red switch block? We do get rupees underneath the old bridge though. It looks like we have the basic wallet, so we can only pick up 99 of them. Is that a silver rupee? Interesting. Can you like stand here and anything happen? You know another game where you move faster backwards than forward? Visit Big Race. Bob-omb Battlefield map is Goron City. Oh, it has a bit of a vibe of that. Oh, look at the boulders coming on down. Oh, we can't walk up the steep slope. Can we like, hop up it though? Can we, do silly kicks? I'm trying not to focus on it, but focusing anyway. Like, can I, like, go up the hill this way? Oh, you can too! That's so broken. I mean, if I had like aimed it properly, it might have worked. Not that it's that important right now. Should probably grab a heart before we implode somehow. Big rigs. Oh, I got it, Wise Buddy. Amazing. So silver rupees are the red coins. So yeah, silver rupees. I mean, I guess silver stars in Mario kind of stole from Zelda in that regard. So here we have like, Mario stole from Zelda, and now Zelda's stealing back from Mario in a way. So it said these guys might have something good. Maybe I need to defeat them all for a prize at some point. I'm not entirely sure how progression through this game works. I'm guessing, it's not like Mario 64 where there's like 6 missions or something. We just kind of come in here and we destroy everything and then leave with our reward. Can I do this again? Get up here? How am I supposed to get up that hill? Let's go collect again the silver rupees. Interesting, it's worth 5 too. Oh yeah, we got to get back to talking about ye old Direct. once we've kind of, you know, the new car smell of this has worn off. We'll definitely get back to that. Direct was pretty boring IMO, mostly JRPGs and ports. Ocarina being announced as awesome, but like 5 seconds of gameplay at least would have been cool. Surprise the Twilight Princess, Wind Waker HD. So yeah, the fact that there was no, you know, gameplay was kind of surprising. And yeah, that's the thing. This is definitely a Direct that you loved if you are looking for a new JRPG to play. It's not even just like being a JRPG fan, because you're talking to a guy who just beat Chrono Trigger and even Chrono Cross and even liked Chrono Cross, despite the fact that most people will tell you it was absolute trash. So I thought it was fun. But there are like, I have so many. Holy moly. Okay. Can I even like focus in on him? Look at that. Look at that. Can I shoot these back at you? No. No. Oh my god, Super Dude. Over on Twitch for following. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, so it reminds me of like a couple of Nintendo Directs ago, which is like a long time ago considering the break that's been between them these days. Where it was like all farming sims. Every single game in the Direct except for like 2 was like an all new farming life game. Maybe I can't do that yet? Like, I need more weapons, man. I need something. I need to be able to break something. Maybe I need that chest up on that hill. Hope this doesn't require me to use, like, too many Legend of Zelda glitches, Ocarina of Time, because I don't know them all. Maybe there can also be things in, like, the trees. But, you know, and that Direct was great for everyone who was into the farming games and stuff, but for everyone else, we were just kind of like, okay, let's get on to the next one. So, yeah, I mean, like, you know, if you are looking for a new JRPG to play, then this was definitely the one for you. I like JRPGs, but I just have like so many on my list I already got to get to. That's, you know, I'm not really looking for more. And I think that's, again, while you can say it was a good Direct if you like the JRPG aspect of it, I think it is also kind of a sign, though, of a bad Direct if it's not varied enough to have a little bit of something for everyone. I don't think it should ever be so, like, you know, hard loaded in one genre. Like, they should try and make sure it has, you know, things that are going to appeal to a little to everyone, I think. So I do think that's a little unfortunate in that regard. But yeah, obviously, you know, if you're looking for your Fire Emblem and your Kingdom Hearts and such, then yeah, it was massive for you. All right, what am I missing? What am I missing from this guy? We should probably save, because I will die in a second. Can I do anything about you? Like you're shooting blue, you're shooting red. What does this all mean? I'm getting mixed messages. Oh, can I like, you know, whack him back in classic Zelda fashion? Can you stop knocking me into the old canyon here? That'd be great. Full of ports and remasters and things. Like, yeah, again, I think that's Zelda. Again, if it was a first-year Switch game, I think it would have been a lot better, because I think that in year 2 now, we're not looking for as many ports and stuff anymore. And also, I think that at least if there was some gameplay a little bit more to it, it also would have been good. Can you, like, break this cage? Like, is there any reason for me to even be in your general vicinity right now? And, like, is there anyone here who knows more about Zelda? I guess if I had the hook shot, I could get up to that guy. There's nothing I can do with these, right? I don't have, like, the Deku scrub mask, and I can, you know, turn into a flower and go flying. So where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? It's pretty bad when you're already lost on Bob-omb Battlefield. I feel like if I do cheese my way up this hill, that could work. I feel like that's not intended, though. But I feel like it could work. And I'm up for anything at this point. Okay, actually, I don't even need to hop. He just kind of walks nicely up the hill. Or does he? Like, does he eventually like hit like a steeper spot? There you go. There you go. Hi Firestar. Hope you're having a good evening. I guess this winter will be a good time for gaming. It'll be interesting to see, like, well, you know, what more announcements they're coming up with in the future. You haven't been supporting Mario since Charles Martinet was demoted, but still interesting. No new Mario sports games or side games, only good games official. Yeah, that whole situation is definitely weird too. Again, funky stuff going on at Nintendo lately, for sure. We got Super Dude 326. Do you have plans to bring the Messing with Corrupting series to SNES N64 games? Super Dude, hi, absolutely, yes. I'm just very chronological. It's like, I gotta start with the earlier ones. So, like, you know, we're looking at, like, the early Mario games, and then we've even looked at some Game Boy to this point. But the thing is, you know, there's, like, a lot of sequels and stuff I want to look at on Super Nintendo, but we have to play the ones on NES first. There is a Genesis game coming up though soon, so I mean, we're definitely going to be getting the 16-bit in the future. It's our first golden Scatula. Can I like chop forward? There you go. Amazing. So I'm guessing that that is probably what we need to unlock other doors within the castle then. So alright, keep your eyes peeled for more of those dudes. Excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. So I haven't played any of the Kingdom Hearts games. I'm intimidated by massive series. Again, because while you'll say, oh, we got this? What C button should that go on? Do we even need to equip that? Is there... Oh, maybe I could stun that big guy. And then we could give him the old slice and dice. But, you know, I'm someone who, if I play a series, I like getting really into it and checking out, like, all the games. Which is why Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross were so great, because it's like 2 games, slap your hands together, and, you know, time to move on to the next thing. But Kingdom Hearts, I know, has so much going on. And I would have to start from number 1 before I even thought about getting to number 4. Anything down here? On this side? Oh! There you go. Anyway, and we have the, of course, you know, the great heart sound going on now. Some extra health would be amazing. Oh yeah, I'm on this side of the... Whoa! I want to go back through the cave I just came out of. I think I'm trying to read the chat while I'm also playing here. I take a Mario baseball game, or a new Mario golf game, or a Mario anything except freaking tennis. Yeah, tennis always seems to be like the first one that they do. And then golf. Tennis, golf. It seems to be the order. I think this direct would have been better if Ocarina wasn't leaked by leakers and if Nintendo had kept Star Fox secret and didn't announce it. So that's the, like, what, why did they announce Star Fox and then have a direct like a few weeks later? Like, that's definitely a decision. I agree with that one. I'm not sure why they did that. Can I, so, okay, you can walk up steep hills, maybe, by walking backwards. I mean, we did it once. Okay, let's not get bouldered. There we go. It's just strange. It's like just overall the way Nintendo's been announcing things lately, and you know the emphasis that they put on things like thumb wrestling, when I think people would have liked to, you know, have that time dedicated to other things a bit more. It's definitely, oh shoot, it's not Z for shield, it's R. Can there please be like a heart inside this box? Oh, was that a fairy? Okay, please fairy me up. No more beeping. There we go. And again, I should be checking the trees, because if we're looking for golden Scatulas, inside of trees is like definitely where they could be. But since Fox showed up in the Mario movie, of course they knew a Star Fox game was coming. Why haven't they gone back to RPG roots with the Mario tennis games, like having new characters and courses like that? Oh, so that's another thing people were saying is like, you know, Mario Kart's, you know, World DLC people were hoping for, and there was none of that. Again, when it came to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe though, or even just Mario Kart 8 in general, I think it was a couple of years before either of those games got DLC after they launched. So, you know, a lot of things that, like I mentioned earlier, are happening with the Switch 2 did actually happen with the Switch 1, but it was easier to kind of look past them because, you know, the Switch 1 was coming after the Wii U, where now the Switch 2 is coming after the Switch 1, so expectations are kind of a lot different. But it seems to me like they're actually still following a similar formula. So once we get to like year 2 or such, you know, we'll probably start seeing a lot more heavy hitters. Where in 2018, they were still releasing 3DS games in 2018. So maybe I do need to use this on these guys. Again, if I'm missing something obvious, like it looks like I'm probably missing bombs somewhere. Maybe I should be leaving this level. That's right, it doesn't work with this guy. That doesn't work on. From the looks of it anyway. Oh, no. Oh, meh. I'll try a jump slash. It's like the last thing I got. And this is not happening. What happens, like, how do we exit a level? I think it's a good question. Has that been established? With one golden Scatula, hopefully we can open some other door. But yeah, the one chest that I see is not the chest for me, I guess. Because I'm not getting up there. And then we just kind of ran around the whole upper area up there. Alright. Save and hydrate. There we go. Does teleport work like in Mario 64? If I had stood inside like that cubby hole, right? You never know. SME 64 Plus? Even though I probably would have to wait a decade, at least because you're broke. After seeing the direct, I think that will be the last one I drop everything to catch. But yeah, I mean, like, expectations were really high considering how long it'd been since the last one. And that's a problem too, right? Like, I'm not sure it really lived up to all the expectations people were having. Unless you were an RPG fan. Then it was huge for you. Song of Light send you back? We don't have any songs though. Oh, Prelude of Light! Oh, you're right. You're right. You are so right. Up, right, left, up. That's right. Good thinking. Okay, well, we're going back to the Temple of Time, everybody. Yeah, redeads were one of those things. It's like, I don't really want to interact with them if I don't have to. Okay, so with one golden scatula, is that good for going down Princess Peach's secret slide here? They say that contrary to her elegant image, Princess Zelda of Hyrule Castle is in fact a tomboy. Well, there you go. But like, thanks for the fun fact. But can I please progress through the game a little bit? Can I talk to all of you? Oh my gosh, Ruthless Login Man, thank you so much for subscribing. Hope you're having a good night. Apologize, I can't even get close enough to this guy for a conversation. He's not very talkative. Super Zelda 64 is going to be interesting. How are you going to traverse Mario levels with Zelda controls? Well, so far it looks like I'm not. Again, I can't even get close enough to talk to that guy. This is going well. So obviously the other door you normally open with one star is this one over here. Can I get close enough to talk to you? Maybe. Say that contrary, like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. So here's a problem with this game. It was almost impossible to find on the computer. Like, there's footage proving that it existed, but it doesn't have like a romhacking.com page. It doesn't have a page on like the Zelda ROM hacking website. I had to go to archive.org to download this. So I don't know if Nintendo blew it up or what. Maybe I missed something in the castle I should have taken into the level with me, because it feels like I'm missing something. I'm obviously missing something. Like, there's no other doors I could go in out here, right? Like, just to double check? Like, they're all boarded up. Like, I've got to be missing something. I think Splatoon looks extremely blank compared to previous games. The Splatoon Raiders, I think it's cool to like trying to do something different with the series. I think I've also heard it's going to be like a little bit like a reduced price compared to the full price Switch games, so maybe that's why. I guess we'll try this one more time. I think Nintendo should just announce stuff whenever they're ready to go and skip the directs maybe. So another thing with the direct is, I think we all watch Nintendo directs because we're excited to see the first party stuff that Nintendo's working on. I mean, Nintendo even has like specific third party directs that they do from time to time. Indie directs and all that. So to have this, you know, big direct in it to be so much third party is kind of crazy too. That's definitely not like what people are looking for. Like obviously I want to go up here so bad. Like I can't jump up, can I? I hope that that gate stayed open down below. My bet is it's probably not, but it'd be great if it was. Oh, it's still open. Amazing. It's funny, I mean, you say that about Nintendo. They never seem to touch the NES and the Super NES stuff, which always surprises me as like a predominantly Super Mario World ROM hacker. Like, they've never gone after the Mario World or the Mario 3 or any of that sort of stuff. The 2D Mario seems safe. And I always thought that when Mario Maker came out, that was going to be the end of it. They were going to go after the, you know, Mario Lunar Magic level editors with the full force. But for whatever reason, it seems like they go after the 3D ones and leave the 2D ones alone. You know, 3D Mario is sacred. 2D Mario, no big deal, I guess. So where's the hole? I guess we'll try standing inside the hole. It was a good thought. See if we teleport, maybe. I just don't know, guys. I just don't know what I'm missing here. Like, I can't clip through rocks, can I? Clip through the rocks with the thing. We've seen one chest, and I can't get it. There's a floating island. There's a spooky thing. I guess maybe if I defeat all the red dudes, I guess something. But even then, like, I'm clearly skipping to somewhere I'm not supposed to be. Did I miss something out in the castle courtyard? Maybe that was it. Maybe I missed something when I broke that sign that we didn't read. Oh, how was it? It was left, up, down, right, something. Let me get my bearings back here. Oh, up, right, left, up. There you go. There you go. Those ones remind me of the Saturday Night Live Ace and Gary cartoons. And back to the courtyard we go. I wonder if the wing cap cage stage still works. We've looked up in the foyer there. We probably need, if it does work, a few more stars before it unlocks. Again, maybe I missed something outside. That's probably what's going on here. Maybe my outdoor search was not as thorough as it should have been. So let's recap here. Like, there's a rock here. I'm not at the point in the game where I can lift things like that up, I don't think. All right, let's read this after I so rudely destroyed it last time. Do you see an item or object that seems out of reach? Fear not, you'll be able to get those once you progress through your quest and find various... Thank you, son. Thank you. Like, I guess I kind of didn't explore this area as much. I saw the rock, and I'm like, okay, well, when we get the bombs or something, I'll come back and deal with that. So yeah, that's that. Nice jump there, Link. Very well done. The big Deku might be able to deflect only blue projectiles back with your shield. Yeah, like, what's with the fact that it had red and blue ones? Oh, there's a chest underwater. We need some iron boots. But yeah, the big Deku is the other thing, right? That, like, it feels like we should be able to do something with that guy. I apologize for my janky Ocarina of Time playing. It was like this when we got back into Mario 64 as well. And after 80 hours of B3313, I can say that I finally graduated from Super Mario 64 kindergarten. So after 80 hours of this hack, we'll be golden. But I appreciate your patience in the meantime. But okay, I guess that's that. Time to go back and check out the big Deku Man. Probably need bombs or hookshot or whatever they are in this ROM. Exactly, right? It's like bombs definitely would be helping right now. And the hookshot would definitely be helping. So if either of those want to materialize, I'll take it. You once had an Ocarina guide that told you how to play the Simpsons theme on your Ocarina. Do you think Ocarina Remake will keep the gameplay and story the same? They always seem to kind of, you know, mix a couple of things up. Oh my gosh, another code recollection. I don't get that. They changed so much. It was really weird. So, you know, they seem to take liberties sometimes, but when it comes to Ocarina of Time, I think they'd be afraid to mess with that too much. So I don't think they'll go too overboard. But okay, Big Deku. I don't like you, you don't like me. We got red and blue. When I think red and blue, like the A button is red and the start button, sorry, the A button is blue, the start button's red. Like, there goes blue. Like, can you, like, again, maybe the blue one will blow up this cage? Like, the red didn't do anything. Red didn't do anything. Blue didn't do anything. Can you shoot, like, over here? No, he can't shoot that far. And again, the shield, not seeming to... Like, okay, I've got him locked on now. And do I don't have, like, Navi to, like, investigate what's going on here. There's no big Deku like this in Ocarina of Time, right? Like, am I just crazy? Oh, the blue one did it! The blue one did it! Why make it so convoluted? If someone gave me an ocarina, I would be for the Ocarina of Time. There you go. Thank you, Chance, though. We noticed that there were different colors. I just did not handle it right. It's the big old bomb bag. Okay, progress, guys. Progress is being made. Although if we run out of bombs, the playthrough's over. Chance figured it out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It would be neat if they had custom Ocarina songs, like Prelude of Light was Peach's Castle theme or something. That could have been cool. Yeah, you figure it wouldn't be like too hard to, you know, change what the Ocarina songs are. Okay, well, again, this is going to take all 20 of our bombs right here as we... No! Throw it! Don't drop it! Okay. 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 It's like, those are the blocks that are supposed to blow up from bombs, right? There we go. Now I should probably reacquire our silver rupees, as I'm guessing that now we can perhaps collect all those. Mario and Zelda are two of the greatest franchises, Jared. Hello, Jared. Yeah, so like I understand why people really want to see some Mario and Zelda on the Switch too. Just be careful though, because it's like I feel like that's all people are focusing on. Like, if it's not Mario or Zelda, then it's a letdown. And it's like, you know, they'll come eventually, and there is so much else to focus on that I think you know, can kind of take over the conversation a little. When, you know, having Mario and Zelda games is nice, and we were very much spoiled when it came to the Switch 1 in that regard. And again, for as much as they seem to be repeating the Switch 1 launch playbook, where the first 2 years are a lot of remakes and re-releases and such, they, for whatever reason, did not think that they needed a big Mario or Zelda game in the first 2 years. And I think that's just what kind of is irking people the wrong way for the time being. But I'd have to say that, you know, next year has to be Mario. Next year, it has to be. It has to be. You would think. Because it's been so long since 3D Mario. But again, 3D Zelda, we just had Tears of the Kingdom. So I think they'll wait a little longer before you see, you know, a new Zelda game. But then Ocarina of Time is hopefully not bad. Need more Metroids and Kirby's? Show them some love? Well, they just did Metroid Prime 4, and that had like the most, like, you know, weird reception, right? Like, what a strange game Metroid Prime 4 ended up being, where it started with one team and then it kind of got like handed over the Retro halfway through, and you know, it was kind of doomed from that moment, I guess. Because then there's like the whole story about how they were told, Retro was told they had to work with what was already there, and you know, just kind of made the whole project a mess. Oh. Okay, where's that fairy? We need the box fairy. Come on, box fairy. Hopefully it comes back. Oh, yeah, there we go. 38k subs just a few weeks ago. We did our 30k special, Jared. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone's been enjoying the channel. We had the golden mushroom video, which skewed numbers a little bit. Appreciate everyone who's found the channel through that and decided to stick around. Hope you've been enjoying the content. I wonder how you'll get the floating island since cannons aren't in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I guess like, you know, hook shot maybe? From the right spots? There's not like there's a, you know, the leaf from Wind Waker either. Got it really timed as good. Oh my gosh. Again, like, please don't run out of... Oh gosh, no. Oh. Ah, there we go. There we go. So if we look over to the floating island, do we have any hints about how to maybe get over there? We got a silver rupee over there, so it's definitely going to be required. What? Oh, I got rocked. Okay. Along here. It's kind of gotta do what we gotta do. Where are they all even coming from? Oh my gosh, there you go, there you go. Blew up the butt boulders. They do kind of look like that, didn't they? Can I get inside this cave? Again, it seems like there's no teleporting. I can talk to you, but I'm also going to steal whatever inside this box first. Very much appreciated. Oh, hey, you're the new guy, right? Good job getting all the way up here. The leader of the Mad Scrubs is right on top of this hill, so I've placed a heart in this crate just for you. I've already taken it, sorry. Me, nah, I'm way too scared to fight such a thing in red text. Maybe a bridge or something will appear if we beat up on whoever this is. Oh, not again. Hello? Okay, so what was it? The blue one? Okay. So there's the blue one. I like how we've now fought the same boss twice. Okay, so just need to have like really good reaction time. Is it like every 3? Okay, there is actually a method to the madness here. And I was on the right track when I tried to use... oh, he actually has new attacks now. I tried to use the Deku Seeds. I was like, maybe if we stun him, but I was stunning them the wrong way. Oh, that time it wasn't every 3. It's every 4 now, maybe? 2, 3, 4? Or I just don't know how to count, which is probably also true. Oh my gosh, I was trying to read the chat while I was running forward. Darn you, boulders! Darn you! The second it's gone by, we make a run for it. There you go. Alright, no more heart crates, unfortunately, so I wonder if we like keep our progress? Probably starts over again. I mean, I had to get closer to start the battle. See, it's not every 3. I thought I had the system all figured out, but I didn't. Can I get you locked? Yes, I can. Okay. So this is the 4th. Oh, no, it's not. There's no system. There's no system, I guess. There we go. Okay. So let's move away. Oh. Oh no, oh no. Every 5 chance? Like, yeah, maybe it's 5 now? Again, hopefully it's keeping my progress. I'm gonna have to get up and, you know, close to him again to start the battle. So there goes another quarter heart. But see what we can do. Maybe I should also save, just in case. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. Oh my gosh, no! I'm so bad at Ocarina of Time, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But again, I was bad at Mario 64 too. Until I got good. The cliff is the worst power this boss has. Yes, it's just wrecking me. But we'll get this. We'll get this. Okay. Okay. Now can I lock on? No? Like, I would love a second to just like look towards him and lock on. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blue. Did not work right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. And we got a big old treasure chest. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You have to get behind the Deku, pick him up, and throw him. Exactly, exactly. What's this going to be? I'd say hook shot. Oh! Well, I mean, that's very, very much appreciated. GG chance. Thank you. It's a horrible battle, but we made it through somehow. Oh, I'm pressing B again to try and talk to this guy. Green guy's back. Now that Mad Scrub's gone, we can enjoy our homes again. We couldn't have done it without you. I placed a sign of our gratitude in this chest. I'm always taking their stuff before they have a chance to tell me that they're giving me stuff. I just assume it's mine. A splinter went away and I fought those Mad Scrubs. They totally ran from me after I showed them my moves. Was I convincing this time? Okay, so We have bombs. Again, there are seemingly... oh, good. Thank goodness we can get more. So I clearly need them. Green guy, thanks for saving our homes. Okay. You are welcome. Oh, and all the rupees went back. So yeah, it's like a good question. How do I get to the floating island? Maybe I do need to get the long shot. Should I be leaving the level now? Like, do you think we're good in terms of everything we can find here? Or did anything else change? Like, that's where the bombs were. Have you gotten to the top of the mountain? Yes, SME 64 Plus. Yeah, we just fought the boss up there. Maybe one more trip to the top just to make sure nothing changed up there after beating the boss, I guess. Is a good idea. Again, no cannons. I would love to see Link get launched out of a cannon. That would be great. But no such luck, it seems. 99 max rupees. Oh my god. Yeah, so the wallet system. Oh, is that a sound of a Scatula? Oh, there he is. There he is. I heard that. Okay, how do I something like that. There we go. Amazing. Gotta listen for that sound. So getting all 100 of them is actually something I've never done in Ocarina of Time. I think I maxed out at like 89 or something. Or maybe I even had low 90s. I never got them all. It's one of those things everyone will always tell you that the reward's not worth it. So I guess, you know, when people talk about the reward in Breath of the Wild for all of the seeds or whatever, I guess Nintendo has a history with not so great rewards in Zelda games. But honestly, I've always thought it'd be fun to do someday just for fun. But just never done it. What was the boss? It was the giant red Deku shrub, the same that we fought down below. Except much meaner and faster, I suppose. Okay, we're back to the top. Do you have anything different to say? How nice of you. I actually had a feeling you would. So I put another heart in that crate just for you. Well, thank you. I don't need it this time. So save it for when I do. Let's not jump off the cliff. Anything up here? Nope. Okay, I guess we are getting out of here. The big pose was the last thing I did, but with the 100 gold Scatula rewards of endless rupees, isn't really worth it during the end game. Yeah, that's the thing. It's one of those rewards that like you're not going to need it by the time you get there. The big pose for the last bottle though, that was tough too. That was one of those things that it took a while to get back in the day. So now that we have bombs, we can go back out to the courtyard here. Like, I'm assuming there's more than just the bomb battlefield. Maybe with the bombs we can take out those guys guarding the doors. But, alright, step one is we're blowing up this thing. Maybe the hook shot is in Womp's Fortress. Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely try to get in there again. Again, there's that one chest we still didn't get in Bomb Battlefield. Maybe this will be something. Oh, wait, is there... Where's... Oh! There's literally no hole there. But we just had to assume that there was going to be something. Oh! Oh! Okay, maybe this will be a chance to spend some cash. I'll sell you a piece of heart! One piece, 10 rupees that is. Can I buy multiple pieces? It's pretty cheap for a piece of heart. I like pieces of heart though. Pieces of heart are fun to find in Zelda games. Weirdly, the DS Zelda games don't have pieces of heart. It's just like outright heart containers that you earn. But Minish Cap had pieces of heart all over the place. It was pretty cool. Boo, says Fennec. Yeah, no real helpful item there. I wonder if maybe there's other secrets we can find with the bombs. Maybe we'll drop one in the middle of some of these plots of grass and find something cool. Yeah. Although, unfortunately, seemingly nothing too important there. So what else happened in the Direct today? Yeah, they showed Star Fox again. And again, like, that's the thing. Is like, you want some new stuff. But again, that 2018 Direct that I was showing, or talking about, that Arlo had that comment. He's like, oh, the only new thing was, you know, Super Mario Party. It's funny that it kind of mirrors that in a way, where really one of the only new first-party Nintendo things we got today was Ocarina of Time. I guess the Wii Sports, the Switch Sports was also new. Every Nintendo console's got to have a sports medley now. All right, can we get into Womp's Fortress now that Bubble on Battlefield has been cleared? It's not seeming so good. Do you hear something? No, maybe not. It was the sound of me walking around, perhaps. I am very bad at Ocarina of Time. Mario 64, it would seem. I mean, if they gave you some kind of hint of like how they moved, that would also be really helpful. I hope the version I downloaded from archive.org is not like that's it. Ta-da! Again, with like all the other pages seemingly gone. I cannot jump over the railing. But they showed that like the 5th time. Like, yeah. Just funny stuff. Funny stuff. I guess we're going back in the Bubble on Battlefield. Every time we go back in, I seem to discover something a little bit new. Maybe I can jump to the floating island. Maybe that's the trick. So far, the only Switch 2 things I want are Bonanza and Star Fox. Yeah, like, you know, there'll be more as time goes on, for sure. So let's grab them again. That's one. Someday we'll get all 5 silver rupees. Because silver rupees, like, usually transform the room in some way. Like, when you collect all 5 silver rupees, it usually opens a door or such. So something good's gotta happen if we can collect all 5 of these things. Eventually we'll get there. Again, so third one is on the hill over there. I'm surprised there's nothing over in the plot of grass over there where the red coin star normally shows up. Maybe we'll throw some bombs around. Maybe we can find some secrets now. Maybe we can just talk to these guys. No, they're not saying anything all that useful. I should have restocked the bombs when we entered the level here, because there's a good spot for it at the front. But alright, back up here we go. So like we're collecting the gold Scatulas. We got 2, count them, 2 so far. Current position is still Hyrule Field. I can't even select Hyrule Field on the map. But alright, back up we go. Should I get this one? Oops. That's 3. There was one thing though. Oh yeah, so how about those Donkey Kong Country challenges? They are exclusive to the Switch 2. It's like there's the Bonanza ones, and then there's the ones that I guess you play through the games on Nintendo Switch Online and you unlock them. But even though like I could play those games on the Switch 1, the challenges are still exclusive to the Switch 2, which kind of stings. That's weird. And it's another timed thing, which gives everyone flashbacks of Mario 35, no doubt. You get like 3 months to complete these challenges and things. And the challenges don't seem like that big of a deal. It's like beat level 1 of Donkey Kong Country with Rambi and Diddy. And you know, beat Canon's Claim in Donkey Kong Country 2. So, you know, nothing that's gonna keep me up at night if I can't participate in. But it is strange that's, you know, kind of how they're handling that. And interesting to choose Donkey Kong for it too. Like, I wonder if maybe they'll do other games as time goes on as well. Maybe you can get through the door now that you have 2 gold Scatulas. It won't throw you for a loop anymore? Yeah, did I talk to him after getting 2? I thought I did, maybe not. What about this flag? Okay, this gives me the impression that you're supposed to, you know, probably hook shot or long shot your way over there. That makes sense. I think that's close enough for a long shot. Can I jump down to that chest? Where's the chest? So the chest is on the other side of the island, so that's not gonna fly. Like, I'm definitely missing something. There's no chest around here. We've been to the top of this mountain like 5 times now. Like, think about it. What did I get for beating this? I got a heart container. Like, that doesn't help you progress through the game. The only item we've really got so far is bombs. What can I bomb that I couldn't before? I feel like we've bombed every rock we saw. Unless there's just like a random spot in the floor somewhere I'm supposed to bomb. Maybe I'll bomb at the very top of the mountain. I forget if I tried that. But, yeah. This is fascinating. Like, again, I don't think I can jump to that from here. What exactly is over there? Like a silver rupee. That's still only the 4th silver rupee. Like, where are we missing the 5th one? I'm not crazy, right? There are normally 5. Is there somewhere in the level I'm missing that I'm forgetting to check? Maybe there is a secret hole somewhere. Have you guys ever tried to use glitches on Switch Online games to see if they still work? Any classic game on the Switch Nintendo app. So that's the thing, is like, you know, some of the Donkey Kong things I've shown, you know, they only work on the first release or two, where normally on those apps, it's like the later release, and sometimes those had bug fixes. So unfortunately, you know, you can't pull off the tricks in them, which is too bad. Like, if it's a harmless glitch, why'd they have to patch that out? But I guess, you know, it makes sense that they would do something like that. Anything in this tree? I've probably checked this tree like 5 times. Can I go over the pointy fence? No. Where am I missing stuff? Bombs don't work on the door scatulas. We'll go check again. I'm pretty sure they didn't. But I could be going crazy. You never know. Usually in Zelda, you get one item after beating a boss. You get a heart container. Does that make sense? Yes. You got them both, so I'm not sure if there's anything else to do here for now. That's right. Like, you'd think the bombs now have to be used somewhere. So let's go do that then. Let's go back to the castle. Can I, like, up there? Can that, like, blast the chest down here? No. I am just a little weirded out, though. Like, why can we only find 4 silver rupees? Where am I missing a 5th one? It's kind of strange. All right, I'm gonna go get more bombs, and then we'll just go blast the crap out of Zelda's castle. And you know, for Super Mario World on the Switch, with the Japanese version, you can still glitch to get an exit. Oh, cool. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I guess, you know, I don't think Super Mario World ever had like a revision on the SNES. So whatever versions on Switch Online, I mean, I guess, you know, the localized versions were in a sense the revision, where that was changed. But the Japanese version was never revised, so yeah, that's why that glitch would still work. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Maybe I should be doing this like where there's normally cannons? No. Alright. Nope. Well, let's try this again. Let me know if you see anything else that the old bombs would work on. You know, let's look up at the ceiling. No. Let's drop a bomb here. No. Did I ever talk to this guy? They say that's does not help at all. That does not help. You can't jump over the railing, so you gotta go around. I mean, we probably could like do a backflip over it, maybe. You? No. None of this helps. What about you? You'd be too scared to do that barrel glitch on Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Switch. Yeah, because like, it could always really mess with things, but you know, is it contained to the game, or is it gonna blow your whole Switch up? Crazy, right? Okay, so these guys don't do damage, interestingly. Like, the fact that they don't even give you a hint on how to get in is kind of scary. Watch a video online. Is that the point where we're at already? Like, we're already that stuck. Is this tree a different color? Can I go rolling into this one and find a secret level? Maybe not. Or maybe this one? Maybe not. Again, there was no hole here where the rock was. Like, it's kind of there. You You can see it a little bit in the ground. No, don't do that, says Fennec. I'm not in the mood for that yet. Let's have a little more of a look. Maybe if I swim down somewhere. Like, there's the heart over there. Can I go in the water here? Can I go, like... I wonder what... I guess I don't have any scales, right? So I can only dive for 3 seconds. That's not gonna help. Can we go behind the waterfall? Remember, it's not a good game if there's no secret behind the waterfall. Doesn't seem to be working in that case. So yeah, we couldn't go down there. Underneath the bridge doesn't seem to have anything. Like the bombs. The bombs have to do something. Can you fly over there? Yeah, let's go pick that guy up. Like, he's around for a reason, right? And again, there's that spot where you can play music. Or like, it has the Triforce symbol here. And normally that means you play like Zelda's Lullaby or something, right? Like, we only know one song. We'll play the one we know. Go into the sewer like B3313. Exactly, exactly. You can't warp here! Get out of here. Ah, it's like there's the chest in the water we can't get. It's gotta work, right? Like, right? See if the... Yeah, okay, you want me to... Poor defenseless chicken? Yeah, I'm not sure this is gonna help with all that much. There's nothing down there. And like, I can't jump on top of the fence. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get over that. And like, unless I could put him down. But even then, like, I just can't stand on that fence. You want to see if they? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We don't want to get attacked by them. I guess that's it. I guess that's it. What is inside those boxes? I believe it was blue rupees. And then the boxes came back. We can break them again though. I'm up for anything at this point. Maybe we'll blow them up this time. Get creative. I was trying to look this way when that happened. But indeed it was blue rupees. Back into the castle, I guess? It's really like the only place there could be something, right? Lamp oil, rope, bombs, outside! Hello! Is there something we're supposed to be doing out here? Is there? Can I put a bomb right where we started? Bro, outside! Outside! We are outside! What am I missing? Is there a chest somewhere? Can I look up outside? Like, did I miss something around this side of the castle? There's not like a backyard, right? Nothing back here. Blow up a wall somewhere? Maybe the heart piece guy sells something else when you buy the heart piece. Let's go back in and check that. That's a good point. Super dude. Thank you. The courtyard? Like the backyard? But there's Scatula's blocking that too, are there not? Let's go see if this guy comes back. He didn't. Can I break open the bee's nest? Oh god. Oh! Nothing in the nest. Good thought, though. Good thought. All right, back into the castle we go. Oh. Like, we can't get into the backyard. Like, the fact that we can't even go in these doors, which are normally unlocked by default in the original Mario 64. It's kind of crazy. Like, normally you would beat Bob-omb Battlefield, and then you'd go into the secret slide. But it's not happening. Throw a pot at them, right? I'm thinking for a second that's... Did I check everything in this room? There's like boxes on the side. Did we break everything in here? No. 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 Am I missing anything else in this room? Seemingly not. Try running into the Womp Fortress door. Let's do it. We're just running through this guy whether he likes it or not. Oh, I thought for a second I grabbed the door. What if we bombed ourselves? Oh, I wonder if that would have worked. I wonder if that would have worked. Okay, well, I think I should have still been looking the other way. So, do this. No. This might not work. It's gotta still be in Bob-omb Battlefield. We have to still be missing something in Bob-omb Battlefield. Like, it's the only way. It's the only explanation. Try doing a Mario 64 glitch through the door. Exactly, exactly. Backflip onto a rail and then jump towards the Vanish Cap entrance. Maybe you'll go down far enough. Like outside, you think? The thing is, let's go see. Okay, the Vanish Cap entrance is there. You think if I jump on the rail... Something like that. Like if I do... What if I just did like this? What's in there? Is there something in there? Okay. I was like, where is it? I can't tell if there's something down that hole, or if it's like a graphical art, artifact. I don't even see anything inside the hole. Yeah, I think that... Oh, is that a bomb? Can I like blow it up? I wonder. Do bombs work underwater? I doubt it. We need the water bombs from Twilight Princess. That's not gonna fly. Well, that was a good thought. Just trying to think. Bob-omb Battlefield. What have we not tried? Because there's still a silver rupee missing somewhere. That's got to be the key to it all, right? Hi, Nick Gamer. We are doing well. We're just kind of stuck. I feel terrible. We're so lost in like the first 5 minutes of the game. Appreciate everyone's patience. I hope you're having a good night. And remember, I'm up for talking about anything. Any thoughts on the direct today? If there's like, what do you think of this? Or if you want to talk about something that you really liked, please feel free to shout out things like that. Anything to keep the conversation going as we puzzle our way through this. Sounds good to me. Let's see what the game over screen looks like. We almost had that. We almost had that too. Okay, let's just look. Let's just look for a second. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe that's how you secretly unlock some things. Like, there's nothing over here. There's nothing else over here. Can I walk backwards up this hill? Oh, I wonder if I could have backflipped there. I probably could have too. Funny that you can do this. Nice shortcut. Oh. Maybe I'm pressing it too late? Or maybe this won't do it because he's on like a slope? Yeah, he's not backflipping. Okay. Well, that was an interesting thought. Hi, Metal Wario 64. Just got in. How are things going? What were your thoughts on the trailer? If you don't mind me asking. I think it definitely needed some gameplay. It's really hard to say anything about it based on what they showed. Like, graphically, it seems a little strange for Zelda. Like, if they wanted, they're obviously trying new directions with everything. Like, Star Fox looks a little different. Zelda's gonna look a little bit different. They're really trying to, you know, up the graphics, I guess, for the Switch too. It's just really hard to say anything about it based on the little bit that they showed. So it'll be interesting to see if a little bit down the road they do have like a maybe dedicated Zelda Direct or something. But yeah, otherwise it's hard to say. I guess as time goes on, it'll be cool to see what they show. You know what? Lanky's arms, lanky stretchy arms, you can sneak past the blocker and get into certain levels with enough golden bananas, Super Tom Brother. Oh, without enough golden bananas. That's cool. That is very cool. I also learned recently that there's a way in Donkey Kong 64 to reduce the amount you have to pay for the golden bananas. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one's on the island. Now, we do know where all 5 silver rupees are. I'm just bad at counting. So there isn't a mystery to be solved in that regard. Oh my gosh. What are we missing? What are we missing? Like, yeah, the flags definitely look like hook shot. But we don't have the hook shot. Ugh. Legend of Peach. It is. It is actually called The Legend of Peach, yes. You agree that too? I'm not sure I want to look it to look as realistic as it appears it might be. I hope Link gets classic tunic as well. Like, are they gonna go like some completely new direction with this? We were talking earlier, like, do you think they'll change the story and stuff in any ways? You always gotta worry about that when it comes to the remakes. The creator never finished Legend of Peach, but there's gotta be more to it than this. Again, unless this is like a really early version. Because like I said, every like page which normally would have had it has been taken down. This is the patch I found on archive.org. And based on how there's like heart pieces and stuff around, it implies that there's gotta be a long shot somewhere. Like, there's no way that's it. There's no way that there's gonna be all like, you know, chests and stuff that you can see, even if it is a demo that you can't get. Like, so really there's nothing after Bubble on Battlefield? There's no way. There's no way. But maybe that is it. I tried. I really did. Call it Super Zelda 64, but Legend of Peach is good too. Well, that's the thing, is I also wanted to play the ROM hack that puts Mario in Ocarina of Time, but it unfortunately doesn't seem to work on real console. As the game with some hacks, it was a fun hour. Okay, well, let's move on from this then. Yeah, well, that's just it. Like, it just feels like there's got to be a long shot somewhere. Like, I don't believe that there's no way to get that. I just don't believe it. Demo or not, like, it's there. There's got to be a way. Can I just do like a leap of faith? Invisible block maybe with like the Lens of Truth. I love the Lens of Truth. I think it's such a cool item, but it does mean that there could literally be invisible anything anywhere. And then this just bothers me too. Like, can I bomb myself up here? I didn't want to pick it up. One more try. All right. It is a long shot to find the hook shot. Exactly, exactly. Can't wait for part 2 of Bubsy 3D Grab. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm actually having fun with Bubsy 3D, as scary as it is to say. There will not be a Thursday stream this week, though, and that's why I didn't start a new Mario project this week. This is kind of a really weird week, so I appreciate all of your understanding. There will, of course, still be the videos and shorts, though. Next week, Tuesday, you know, it kind of worked out well that there was the direct today as well, so I thought it'd be fun to play some Zelda, but apparently the game disagrees. I'll reset, though, and we'll get back to the menu. But next Tuesday, we'll start a new Mario project, I think. Next Thursday, we'll probably conclude Bubsy 3D. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, I appreciate your understanding that there's not going to be any other streams this week, though. You'll probably get up there if you were a pro and do some bomb hovering or something. Exactly. If it doesn't work, Game Shark codes? Can you just put, like, Game Shark codes into the EverDrive? I've never tried. Interesting. But I did come prepared for this, assuming that, you know, this may not last too long. Let's change it up a little bit, and let's play a Mario 64 hack that's, you know, Zelda inspired, but not the one I was just talking about. Mario 64 hacks, because we still got to get a little bit of Mario 64 in, right? Is that it? No, that's the one that it doesn't work. I tried. Which one did I want to play then? Or Mario 64: The Legend of Peach. Oh, actually, I think this is what we want. Grav, you beat Bubsy 1 with no passwords or continues? That's crazy. Mario. Nicely done. Hello. Okay, is this gonna work? Background's looking a little spooky. Maybe that's intentional. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's Mario 64. Something I'm a little more familiar with. Look at that! Look at that! Things to know. Collecting a star will not boot you from the level. There are 5 stars to find. Jump on the NES to begin. This hack was made by JCW87, aka John CW87. This is my first Mario 64 ROM hack. Special thanks to Flag for helping me with some issues. I like the NES. Anytime you got NES, kind of run off the side here, inside of your Mario 64 hack. I'm assuming we need all the stars to open the spooky door. All right, everyone, here we go. So it sounds like we got 5 stars to find. It's level 1 from Zelda 1. B does read things again. If you kill all of the enemies in a room, something good may happen. Now, in the original Zelda 1 for NES, if you leave the dungeon and come back in, the door disappears without having to use a key. But looks like no such luck today. Oh, we got red coins. Okay, okay. We got bats hanging from the ceiling. Swoopers. This is cool. This is cool. I'm enjoying this. Although, defeating all the bats is kind of a pain. It's lagging a little. But it's working on real consoles, so I like that. Oh. This one bat is really causing things to chug. Look at that! Look at that! Is that the key from, like, Bowser? Bowser! Oh, okay, he's kind of like, grab it. Oh, there's a key counter at the bottom left. Here we go. Over in this side, I love, like, the blocks that I can just jump over because it's Mario. Nick Gamer, the Blue Jays actually won today? When the stream started, they were losing. I was like, they're toast. They're so toast. Scoring 2 runs at the bottom of the 9th, by the way. Oh my god, big comeback. Big comeback. Very cool. Yeah, it's baseball season again. After the Blue Jays fumbled the bacon last year. They've been having an interesting season. But here we go. It's Goomba time in the old Zelda 1 dungeon. What happens if we press start? Do we get like a map? Oh, I was gonna say, does it like show it from overhead? Kind of. Not like too overhead. There's another red coin. Did I see the video of KSI crashing out? What was that? That's what I normally say when silly things happen. MLB is my cure for insomnia. Fair enough. Oh, like 3 for the price of 1. Let's go. Let's go. Too bad about like it being kind of slow and laggy. But I guess when you're putting all the swoopers the game can handle in the one room, that's how it's gonna be. Oh, for a 1-up? Because this normally would have been like, what, the map room or the compass room or something? So I guess that's the best they've got. What about when it comes to the, you know, stairs that you normally have to push the blocks to get to? What about like when you normally have to bomb this wall? You can kind of see if there's a door. There you go! You can just break right through that wall. So we could actually have been doing that maybe and not spending all of our keys. See, like, instead of spending the key to go through that door, but maybe like you have to use all the keys and then you gotta start from that, so it could end up backfiring. You never know. Hello, Coro Cola! Over on Twitch. Hope you're having a great night. Yeah, it's Mario 64 in Zelda 1. I think it's only this one dungeon. Look at it, it's the old man, Red Bomb Man. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Thanks. Thanks, Red Bomb. Very, very helpful and insightful. Just as it was in the original Zelda 1. Scuttlebug, I don't like you and you don't like me, but you're not gonna crash my game today. Wasn't I supposed to be playing Ocarina of Time? David Ray, you just missed like an hour and a half of the silliest Ocarina of Time I've ever played. But I hope you're having a good one. This is pretty cool, kind of like the OG Legend of Zelda using the Doom engine, though the lag can be a little tedious. Oh my gosh, okay, I almost jumped into a hole, I guess. Oh, it's just water. At first I thought it was you know, the void down there. Getting a little bit zoomed in. So I need another key. Now I'm really wishing I hadn't wasted all of my small keys. Like, what's the key look like? So it is just like the Bowser key laying down on the ground that you can pick up like that, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's go back into this door. What a jamboree of scuttlebugs. Why is funny? Is this level 1 of Zelda 1? Indeed it is. Okay, we got some of these guys. Weird floating heads that shoot at you. What is this, Bubsy 3D? Oh! Okay, we got a star for that. And I think this is red coin number 8, so that's going to be a star for that as well. Wow, another power star! Mario gains more courage from the power of the castle. You bet. Recently bought regular Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, but it turns out you already had it. Another thought I had was... Oh, can I break this one? Oh, yeah, I can see it. I can see the outline of where that door could be. You don't really, like, have bombs this early, kind of, typically in Zelda 1. But if you go out of your way to get them, there are some walls you can bomb just to make shortcuts. And then you save the keys for later, which is kind of crazy. You got long jumping, not really any reason to use it in this hack. It's kind of becoming tricky to remember where we've been and where we haven't. Everything's from overhead here. 3 more stars to find. Oh, it's Mr. I. Okay, I think we're headed towards the boss, actually. So we're kind of not going the right direction here, but we'll take out all these guys. Oh, I think there's a 100 coin star? There might be. We may want to grab all of this treasure here. Is the Beyond the Cursed Mirror save file still dead? I believe after that stream, put my save file back on from before I blew it up. So I think it's still in a state where, like, I haven't bought the last 3 badges yet. That's all that hasn't been completed. I'm pretty sure that's what I did at the very least. But wasn't that funny? Wasn't that a hilarious cutscene we got for that? 2 more. I'm gonna need 2 more coins from somewhere. I'm assuming there will be 2 more enemies somewhere. Assuming we do need to collect 100 coins. Oh! Okay, well that's good. Okay, I don't think I want to do this one yet. Let's go here and through here. And we got another key. Just need one more. There you go. Third star. So there's probably going to be one where like you normally get the bow, and then one for beating the boss. I'm assuming. So we are on record, on track here to get everything we can in this level. And that's not where we want to go. Over here. And normally you... Okay, I'm inside this hole, where normally, again, you would go down, and you get an item. And it still looks like stairs. Oh, the stairs do go somewhere. We go down here. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. And this is the room. We go over here and up here and then somewhere in here. There you go.
Here we go.
Are all the dungeons based off of different games, or do we know that yet? Unfortunately, Coral Cola, I believe this is the only dungeon in the game. It may just be this one, or maybe there's more to unlock after we beat level 1. But you know, I would play a whole game of this if it existed. Problem is, do I have enough keys? Oh, maybe I haven't defeated you, and you will drop another key. There you go. Oh no, that's not what we're looking for. So I think I need another key to get to the boss, right? Is there a room where I did not defeat every enemy? It could be. It could be. Or I'm just being punished because I used keys I didn't have to. But yeah, could you imagine making Star Tropics dungeons like this? That would be great. And there's no reason, like if this can be done with Zelda, oh, you, there we go. Look at that key. Why is, oh, it was a really spooky color for a second there. And then it corrected itself. Okay, so with that, we have all the tools we should need to get through here. What's the boss gonna look like? Oh, it's King Babam. Classic. I'm the Big Babam, Lord of all blasting matter, King of kabooms the world over. How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? May have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp, and you'll never take away my power star. Well, this is a funky mountain, if I've ever seen one. Pick him up like that? Yeah? Okay, there you go. I should probably be careful where I throw him, because if I throw him into this mess, he may get stuck and never come back out. That's a weird looking dragon. Right? Alright, come on over here. Super Dude, throw King Babam in another room and see if he jumps back? Fair. Good thinking. Okay. Just how far can I carry him? Problem is, you know I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna like soft lock somehow. But will it be worth it? Yes. Okay. Oh, here he comes. And he didn't get stuck inside the blocks. Okay. There you go. Not even the new Zelda technically cool. Yeah, we've had lots of discussion about that. We were just playing a hack where Link is in Mario 64. And it looks like we got stuck. Like, I can't believe that there's no way to do some of those things. I feel like I'm just missing something really obvious. Like, the hook shot has to be hidden in there somewhere. And just like that, star number 5. Mario Mustache beats King Babam's mustache. And it doesn't even take us out then, so we gotta do a exit course here. And what do you think's gonna be behind the secret door of congratulations? Ooh, another spooky door. Ah! Wow! Just like instant.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
There you go. The end. Are we gonna play Jiggies of Time next? It's on the flash card. But like, should we save that for its own stream, or should we finally just freaking play some of it? But then if I decide to turn it into a series, it's kind of in a weird spot, right? Because like we've played an hour of it already. That was cool. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Again, I put a couple extra things on here in case the other hack we were just playing wrapped up early, but it kind of wrapped up a little too early. So let me reset here. Coca-Cola. There you go. Thank you, Coca-Cola. Save it for its own stream, Fennec? Yeah, let's see. So something else I think I put on here somewhere, maybe. Ocarina of Time. Apparently Outset Island from Wind Waker. What? This is the most advanced flash cart ever. And it can't handle that? Well, that's disappointing. We got, so yeah, Legend of, we played some of that Banjo-Kazooie Stay at Home. Was there a Zelda themed level in that we never played? We played it for 3 hours and 30 minutes, 30 jiggies. They call them jigsaws there. So for everyone who's always kicked my can over calling them puzzle pieces. Pokemon Snap, GoldenEye. There's gotta be a Zelda one. I mean, GoldenEye is, I guess, you know, Donkey Kong 64, Donkey Kong Friday, like Bomberman 64. Like, where's Zelda? You can't tell me there's not a Zelda themed retro level in this hack. That's crazy. What level do they use from GoldenEye? It's so good. Oh, mission info. I'm pressing right on the stick. There it is. Oh my, that's a lot of missions. But we're 00 agents, so I guess it makes sense. Recent communications dish, intercept Jiggy, rescue all Jinjos, bribe discouraged guards, prevent turret completion, bungee jump from the platform, contact double agents, find old rare game, minimize scientist casualties. And, oh, it's so much. Gruntilda transporting Jiggies to her secret chemical warfare facility at the Belmore Dam in USSR. Her motives are a mystery, but you must stop her at all costs. Agent 007 James Bond was sent there a few days ago, but is this actually like the same one? Just I guess with you know, the same mission briefing, but with the names swapped for Banjo characters. Jam Jar's briefing. I love it. I love it. All right. What is this? Can I like read this sign? It feels so weird playing Banjo after playing so much Mario 64. Space Omega 5000 for the main combination ASM file for the scientists. Oh, I know you like Gold 007 Coca-Cola. Here we go. Amazing. Amazing. I'm not sure. Some opcodes used were from that cow guy. And I learned a lot from some of the people here listed. Well, thank you so much, people listed. We appreciate it as we are now going to play some Banjo-Kazooie. Like, yeah, he controls so much different than Mario if you come right from Mario 64. I like these guys from Rusty Bucket Bay. Oh, yeah, toilet paper is the help for some reason. Oh, yeah, that's right. Talon Trot. Okay, I need to put away all my Mario 64 thoughts and remember my Banjo-Kazooie skills. I feel like the volume's a lot louder than the other things we were playing, so let me know if it needs to be lowered at all. You might also hear some feedback from my TV, hopefully not, but we'll see. Here's a big old power station. Oh, that was a button apparently? There's a flight pad, but it's timed, of course. Where was that? I like that I can at least turn the camera with the C-sticks again. Bird and Bear 007. Absolutely. I hear a Jinjo. He's got to be up here somewhere. Oh, he's in here. But can we bust into here? Maybe? Banjo-Kazooie is weird like that. It's like sometimes you see a cage and you're like, well, I probably need to press a button or something to open that. But no, make sure you're trying the eggs and the beak bash and all that stuff. And so if it's only at 12 seconds, that pad that shows up has to be somewhere close. What is that? Can I interact with this? It's just one of the developers' faces hidden in the game. What is that hidden over there in the corner? Anything special? Oh, this is where the flight pad shows up. Gotcha. Because if we did that, we can probably fly like down there. That'd be kind of cool. Jigsaw's Jiggies? Nah, they're called magic puzzle pieces. See, that's what I've been saying. But I think back in the day when I did my like OG Banjo-Kazooie playthrough, anytime I called them a puzzle piece, people would be roasting me for it. 12 is not long. I don't see any super shoes anywhere, so we are kind of just, you know, left to this. I think we're good though. I think we're good. There we go. Oh, look at that! What is that on the wall? Are these buttons I can press? Okay. Okay. There you go, there you go. We even got like a big old satellite dish here. Can I take that out? Okay, did not work. Lost some toilet paper because of that one. We'll get it back though. Almost. The Keebler commercial called the Magic Puzzle Pieces. Hello, Trickmana, thank you so much for subscribing. Hope you're having a great night. Enjoying some Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts here. So I'm pressing these buttons, although I'm not seeing much of an indication of like which ones I've pressed already. Like, I feel like I've pressed them all now, but they all still look red. Maybe I'm missing one down there, or is there one like above the start? I think I've hit all three now that I can see in our general location. Let's go down here and see what we got. Anything? Oh, there's a flight pad. But why? Is there a switch up there? I don't have things in this level already, do I? What? We've played this before? Oh my god, it would have been so long ago. Well, that explains a lot. How did I not get everything then? Why would I have stopped playing at 7 jiggies? And 75, no. Maybe I died. Maybe I died. That would explain a lot. Well, Banjo-Kazooie and me apparently also suffering a good old case of the amnesia. I would have been right. This would have been back when I like first got my my flash cart then. 'Cause I knew we played some levels in this, but I thought we stopped after like Bob-omb Battlefield. Apparently not. Hello, Wiz the Rainbow. How are you doing? I'm having a great night. We've been chatting about Nintendo Direct and all sorts of funky stuff. Can I like fill this in? Every piece that you've already placed. What pieces? Banjo-Kazooie of Nintendo 64 at your door. Cool. Can I like press Z to insert all of them? Oh, I did. Okay, but apparently it's still not enough. Well, that was an eventful couple of minutes. Speaking of Donkey Kong, fine, let's play some Donkey Kong Island. How about that? I'm pretty sure, and we'll double check to confirm, I have never played this level. Alright, you all saw it. With the exception of 5 milliseconds. Doing okay? Hydration check? Sure! Let's grab that. Uh-oh. Although I got one hand on the cup now. We're gonna have to run away from this guy with the other one. I like how he runs around like Klungo. DK64 Rainock! Yeah, so... like again, DK kind of a topic of discussion. I don't understand that that challenge thing that they're doing. Like as a big Donkey Kong fan, I think it'd be really cool, but can I climb these? Of course we can. So all of you with Switch 2s are gonna have to tell me exactly what's up with that, because I think it came out today. It was one of those things that's like after the Direct it's being released and it lasts till, was it September or something? I don't know why it has to be timed. Why does Nintendo keep making things timed? Okay, I gotta get good here. I think K. Rool's ship spilled oil in this water. Really? It's DK! Sorry, Kazooie. I'm fresh out. I'm just taking a bath. DK Junior arcade game I saw on K. Rool's Island. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, we should go give that a try. Really? Is there going to be like the game within the game? Like Jet... Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Is this where like the beaver lives now? Oh, is a Mumbo Taco? Is there going to be a transformation? Oh, interesting. Interesting. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Direct today? I think that's... It's hard to say. It's really hard to say because it depends on like what you're looking for, right? Obviously, if you're looking for RPGs, it was a home run. But I think that the fact it doesn't have a little bit of something for everyone. Oh my gosh. I'll get good. Don't worry, guys. You know, I think that it should have been a little more balanced, probably. A lot of things we kind of already knew. I think people watch Nintendo Directs mainly for the first-party announcements, and it was definitely, you know, lacking a little bit in that regard today. But I also think that, you know, this isn't too far off from where Nintendo was at within the first, you know, year to year and a half of the Switch 1's life. Why? Why? That's kind of odd. You know, we're just kind of in a different environment, though, where the ports and stuff were fine on the Switch 1 because a lot of people didn't get a Wii U. But now everyone had the Switch 1 and they're going to the Switch 2 and it's like, you know, where's the Mario, where's the Zelda? I get that. And of course, you know, we did have the Zelda announcement today, but it wasn't really enough to like judge anything. It's hard for me to say if I think it will be good or bad or, you know, judge how it looks based on the super brief look they give. So I think you know, Nintendo left us wanting more in a way. But we'll see how it goes. If you're doing an N64 messing with corrupting video, you'd recommend Paper Mario 64. Oh my gosh, Paper Mario would probably have a lot of fun stuff to look at. Definitely in due time, I'm sure we'll get to a lot of different things. Appreciate everyone though enjoying those videos and your patience as we get to different games. There's definitely lots to look at. Andrew's Nemesis, the camera rears its evil head. It's also me just playing poorly a little bit as well. Again, I've played so much Mario 64. Switching to Zelda and Banjo-Kazooie and all these other things, but I'm getting it back. I'll get it back. Can I defeat all the bees? Do we have gold feathers? Bees be gone. Like, you never know if that was going to give you a jiggy or something. Okay, but this should be doable. This is like, you gotta be able to. There we go. This is normally where the entrance to Crystal Caverns would be. Instead, we've got a bit of a flying thing. Lots to explore, like, holy moly. This is a big map. Hope I don't run out of red feathers, because that could be really bad. Can you go inside the cave here? It looks like maybe you can. And again, I should be picking up all of the individual feathers. I'm trying to grab that, but always kind of miss it. Great rendition of DK Island, too. There you go. I knew something like that was going to be. Blue Jinjo. 1 of 5. Alright, we got the entrance to Fungi Forest over here. Just barely. Just barely made it. Today's Nintendo Direct was not what a lot of people were hoping for. I mean, it being the first one in so long, again, I think people were hoping for some more game reveals, especially first-party game reveals. But instead, you know, we got a few minutes of them showing off thumb wrestling in Wii Sports. What's this? What is this? No, really, what was that? That's interesting, huh? Doesn't seem to be doing anything, though. Now, normally in this building, there are all sorts of things in the rafters. Is that still true? Not seeing much at first glance. Do need some more gold feathers, though. Oh, there you go. It's why you don't leave until you've checked everywhere. Anything else? Up more? Nope. Okay, that's probably it. And we should probably grab some red feathers on our way out here. Those beavers are scary. Again, it's like Klungo mixed with a beaver. Some experiment gone wrong. The creator of this ROM hack finished it, and it's called Banjo-Kazooie Nostalgia, I think. Well, that's cool. That's obviously we've played like parts of it already, but I guess apparently I don't remember much of it, so we could have played that from scratch as well. There's so much to play, guys. Like that's the thing. There is so much to play. That like I'm not even asking for new games. I'm not thinking about like what game's gonna come out next. I just got the biggest, longest list of so many things I want to play. And I think it's great if things come out that like look cool. Maybe I'll get to it 5, 10, 20 years down the line. But right now, my focus is definitely not on like the new cool stuff. But I still checked out the Direct because I'm like, there's got to be something. You know, Nintendo's got to have something cool cooking for today. So I wanna see that. And did that happen? Oh, let's see. Look out! Oh, it's Klungo! Can I attack him? Maybe from the other tree. I can like shoot eggs at him. And there's like a K rules thing as well. Oh, there's notes on top of the tree. Is this too far? Oh! I guess it doesn't work. Oh! Oh, too. Oh. Maybe it's not happening. Coconut gun. Yeah, that's what we need, right? Where is the good projectile weapon? So there's the beavers again. Where's the entrance to the first level? Here it is. My backlog is crazy. May get it done when you're 80, Crowcole. Like, that's where I'm at, man. Like, there's so much I want to play. And again, like, you know, the JRPG amount in today's directs. Fantastic. Like, if you're into JRPGs, that's awesome. I like JRPGs. I just beat Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. But the problem is there's so many JRPGs that already exist I haven't played yet. Including, like, the earlier Kingdom Hearts games, which maybe I'll get to someday. So, I got a lot of catching up to do before I'm even thinking about, you know, any new JRPGs. Like, Final Fantasy 2 and 3 on the Famicom are definitely on the list soon. Dragon Quest 5 and 6, 7, 8. So many things to play. There's got to be something else in here, right? So there's another note I almost missed. That would have been bad. Deltarune! Oh my gosh, yes. So Deltarune is interesting. Deltarune, I've played parts 1 and 2, chapters 1 and 2. And I didn't play 3 and 4 yet. So, I mean... Oh no! 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 I didn't think that was exit of the level. Oh. Oh. That's kind of disappointing. All those notes. But yeah, I didn't play 3 and 4 yet. I'm not the biggest fan of when games come out in like an episodic nature. I just like playing a game from beginning to end when it's done. So I didn't get 3 and 4, and now 5's coming out, which is cool. How many is there supposed to be? Is it almost like completely done? We'll have to see. You're gonna have to pay up for Chapter 3 and Beyond Miles Bunny. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. R.I.P. Coco. Well, what else we got on the old? We got Grunty's Furnace Fun in Mario Party 3. You guys want to see a quick game of Mario Party 3 on Grunty's Furnace Fun? Maybe that's what we'll do. Party Planner 64. Okay, that looks like the story probably hasn't been changed all that much. I loved Mario Party 3 though. So good. So good. Oh my god, have I checked this out too? There's no way. There's no way we've also checked this out. There's no data, you can see right there. Okay, let's go over here. Speaking of RPGs, did anyone else but me buy the digital English version of Fire Emblem 1 on the Switch Super Tumblr? I did get that. And I have to thank, I think it was JDAster64 who brought that up. Because we were playing Mario 35 the night before it disappeared. And like that disappeared the same day. So, who should we pick? Who should we pick? Let's get a good variety here. We can do like Yoshi, Peach, and we'll do DK. And then, so I bought that too, which is interesting. Normal. No handicap. So there's Grunty's Furnace Fun. Number of turns, we'll do 15 turns. Time to get screwed over by hidden stars, Coca-Cola? Absolutely. That is definitely going to happen. Oh, no, Raynok! No! I would've. I definitely would've. Thank you for the super chat. If we play more Mario Party, I'll definitely make sure Wario's included. That's true. I should have had Wario in there. We need the greedy guy. All we need is a new Wario game. Although, it's cool that Wario World is on the GameCube now, on the GameCube app. And they really made a nice trailer for it here. Sorry, Raynok, but thank you so much. Really appreciate that. But here's Grunty's Furnace Fun. Like, I've definitely never played this, so I have no idea why my name's already in there. Okay, I'm usually third. Third is a very common place for me to show up in Mario Party, but I usually don't have too much trouble from third, so can't complain too much. It's a nice place to kind of sit back and, you know, see what's going on, but not be like too far behind. This is neat though. This is neat. Alright, star way up there. But what happens if you go like up from there to where it normally ends? We got Game Guy. This is cool. Oh, it's the music too. Okay, we gotta change. Like, this is proof I've never played it, because I would have definitely changed the walking speed to fast. Is that all? We should definitely be saving every turn. There you go. Chance time already? I don't think I've ever seen first turn chance time. Just take all my money. Just take it. I'm sure it's, you know, good way to start things off. 10 coins from Mario. Oh! There you go. Oh! Okay. It's your time, Chance. And what else was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna bring up about something. It slipped my mind though. Interesting that like this part right here you never go back to. Like you walk along those two spots and then it's just like that's it for the rest of the game. Never to return to Tootie's face here. There might be like an event that causes that to happen. Everyone seems to be going left. But look at this. This is cool. There's been I think like a couple liberties taken with the design, but overall. Like, if the computers are going left, it means that's probably the way you're supposed to go. But why? Why would they go left? Like, if I go right, and then I go up, and then left, and then up, like, right seems to make sense to me. So we're gonna go right. What if there's a hidden star in one of those two? Then we're toast. No one's ever getting it. Bobbing balloons. This one's usually fun. Better than the baseball one. Alright, if we get like a Boo Bell going right off the bat here, that'd be good. Spared Coca-Cola. Okay. That the arrow was like instant. I forgot it was so smooth. But you know, the plunder chests. If someone buys something we like, we can make it ours, which is always good. Computers see the hidden star scroll cola. That's true. That's true. Oh, item time for him. Grunty's Furnace isn't fun. It's annoying. It was always one of my favorite parts of Banjo-Kazooie. And it was so sad because like you couldn't play it once you beat it. There should have been an option to just like you know, replay that part, just like, you know, revisit it. Banjo-Tooie does let you replay mini games from the main menu there. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, it was always fun replaying it just because I knew that it meant I got to do Grunty's Furnace Fun again. Oh no, not you! You better not get the Blue Bell. No, it's gonna get the Bowser suit. There goes my 20 coins. That is like the reverse lamp. It moves the star to somewhere else. It's kind of a nasty item for him to have, but we'll see. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Mario Party 3! I miss our Switch Online nights playing this. So that's the funny thing, is that when I look at the Switch 2, one of the things that does make me feel like, well, you know, if I owned the Switch 2, the one good thing would be we could play GameCube games online. Because you know Double Dash is coming. You know Mario Party 4, 5, 6, 7 is coming. Melee, probably not. Like, Smash Brothers 64 isn't even on the 64 app yet. Like, are they afraid it's going to cut into the you know, Smash Brothers Ultimate sales? Like, it seems kind of weird. Okay, come on, there we go. That's a tough one to win when you're in the water. And it's the same with, you know, the Donkey Kong thing that was announced today. Like, the achievements are interesting. I'm not gonna buy a Switch 2 just for those, but like, if I had it, I would probably do them. But it's funny that everything that kind of intrigues me about the Switch 2, it's always about the retro games. It's not about the new things. But no, those were fun times for sure. You were somewhat surprised there was no Smash Bros. Announcement today. And that's another funny thing, is that in the 2018 E3 thing I was talking about, they were already talking about Smash Brothers. Oh my god! Ultimate in 2018, because it came out in like December 2018, right? Okay, whoever wins this has like all the cash. Locked up. This one was on my mind. It read my mind. Not because I particularly like this one, but okay, so like A is grab, B is attack. You would think B would be grab and attack, but no, A is grab. Like, this one's kind of stupid because if it's not close to you, you're at a disadvantage. But we've got one door anyway, so third at the very least. So, oh, amazing. And see, like, that's not fair. Oh. At the very least, okay, we're stuck. Oh no, don't, you better not! Okay, we'll tie for first. A tie for first and a tie for third. Or I guess a tie for second then. How is that gonna work? Yeah, it is a tie for third. Okay, well, I ended up with more than I had, I think. Would have liked to have taken it all, but beggars can't be choosers. Draw. Yeah, that's funny. 2 rounds where, like, two people didn't get to the door. So we got the bank. We got the store. We got Brentilda. Like, what would she do? Like, aren't we kind of curious, huh? Because if I go right, we pass her. What is this? What is this thing? There's all those Bowser spaces. Those would normally be like the skull ones that insta-kill you. Oh, I can't even go up if I go... Okay, so actually, we probably want to go right. Because if I go right, I go up. And I guess I could... No, but I can't go up there because then I'll start going right again. So I go up, 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 up. I think that's how this works. Let's see what Brentilda does. Hello, young'un. I'm Brentilda. I'm here to give you a tip about my nasty... Oh, are we going to get like a quiz question at some point? To avoid a fiery fate, don't let Brentilda's questions put you in the middle of a sticky situation. Chance time. Alright. We want Peach's money. Those toads sure love to dance. Okay, so we want Peach. 1 coin. I still want it from Peach. What's this? He doesn't have a single coin. How strange. Bring it on, Chance. Yeah, it seems like we're gonna be getting lots of chance time today, but that makes sense for a a board game like this. Grunty's Furnace Fun to have lots of chance. I was just thinking I could have used my plunder chest to grab that, but like it's not the biggest deal. Where can it move to? So I'm thinking that anywhere that has that white checker around the square is probably a spot where the star can be, and indeed. Oh, so I should have gone left and I would have been right there. But who knows how that would have altered the RNG too. You never know how each decision you make is gonna affect the future. We're getting deep and philosophical here, guys. DK will leave you an IOU in the form of a banana. Honestly, I had a banana earlier today. It was really good. So we got Bowser. He just... Oh no! Giving him cash because he had nothing. That's not fair. And now I gotta team up with this guy? I don't think I agree with that. But I am really good at eat the pizza, so I'm going to have to, you know, live with it and move on. Sexy pose. It's interesting. Really puts the board in play. Make sure you get like every pixel. If you play well, you should be able to eat it all. But freaking Yoshi, I'm missing some down there, but I think we've got this one in the bag. Want my pixel, darn it. There you go. Don't get behind, you know, nothing gets between me and my pizza. Eats of the pineapple on the pizza. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know, we thought that opinions on the direct were going to get controversial, but now we've entered the pizza zone. Honestly, I want to say I've never had a pizza I didn't like. You know, but there's probably a pizza out there I wouldn't like. I don't think I've ever really had fish on pizza. People talk about like anchovies on pizza and stuff. I don't think I've ever tried it. I've never personally ordered a pizza with anchovies on it, nor have I ever gone anywhere where someone else ordered a pizza with anchovies on it. But Hawaiian I've had. Like, I have no problem with Hawaiian. Is Hawaiian my first choice of what to order when I go out for pizza? No. But like, I'll eat it, no problem. I don't like pizza at all. So I don't really care if some people like it with pineapple. So, it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago now. It's crazy to think it's already been that long. And for my birthday, I went to an all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut buffet. For the first time since 2019. Because like, all of them closed. Like, in Canada, I thought they were all gone. But apparently there's still like one surviving. It was a couple hours away, but it was a special treat for my birthday. So I finally got to relive the Pizza Hut buffet experience. I was so happy. Inspired loves anchovies, but you never order it on pizza. Fair, right? Like sometimes you like a thing, but you don't always gotta stuff it on your pizza there. Heck yeah, Coral Cola! Bowser's Curse. That affects everyone though. So we should be good. So I mean, I'm understanding the board a little bit better now. I didn't understand that like I'd have to go up, down Bowser Lane here. So even if the star was still up there, I wouldn't have been getting it anyway. I think in the US you guys still have like more Pizza Hut buffets around, but all the Pizza Huts in Canada are moving from like the main restaurants into, you know, smaller units which are more takeout oriented. Where the Pizza Hut buffet that I went to, they said that their lease is up in 2027. So unfortunately this Pizza Hut buffet is probably not much longer for this world, but oh man, oh so good. I love Pizza Hut buffet. And we all know the Pizza Hut buffet story. I'm not telling that again. But okay, let's do some of this. Oh, DK, you wrecked our perfect streak we had going. DK. DK! That's... That wasn't fair. Am I still playing as Mario? That's true. I should establish that. Yes, I am Z Mario. Uh-oh. And with that, Yoshi, come on. Come on, DK. Look what you did. We still have Pizza Huts, but I don't know of any pizza buffets around. Hopefully you guys still got a few left there too. Does anybody know about Cece's Pizza? No, don't have that here. Don't have that here. Big Phil. Uh-oh, Big Phil's not into the pineapple on pizza. Like, that's fair. That's fair. Like, a fruit really doesn't belong on pizza, probably, but, like, I'm fine with it. It's not bad. Which Mario Party game is this? So this is a ROM hack of Mario Party 3 with Bowser's Furnace Fun. Grunty's Furnace Fun added in here. We have lots of item mini games. Oh, Cece's is also a buffet. Now that's cool. One thing you don't see much anymore is KFC buffet. People remember KFC buffets? The last one I ever went to was again back in 2019 on a trip in the US in a town called Effingham. That freaking Effingham. They still had a KFC buffet. It was not well maintained by any means. But someone really wanted to experience the KFC buffet, which, like, I totally understand, man. Like, you know, there's not many left. You do it when you can. So, you know, after I had, you know, unstuck myself from the floor that had probably not been mopped in 3 weeks, it was a good time. Taco Bell having kids meals? Everywhere used to have kids meals back then. Kids were king in the 90s, man. Everyone was advertising to us and pandering to us and wanted our business. And that's why you had things like I think the reason like Saturday morning cartoons died was like the freaking advertising laws changed. Where you weren't allowed to advertise the kids anymore. And like what were you gonna put on during Saturday morning cartoons but, you know, advertisement for kids' toys and stuff. So when the laws changed, then obviously there goes all the Saturday morning programming. Just so that all the kids could go on their tablets and be advertised in that way instead. So, you know, try to fix one problem and cause 50 more. It seems to be the motto of the day. Remember KFC buffets, but again, none around here. We have a regional, formerly national restaurant chain called Roy Rogers. Had their salads and fixings. Well, that's cool. That's cool. The guy who owns over 20 Pizza Hut locations is renovating them to resemble sit-down restaurants they used to have in the 90s. So that's awesome. It's good to hear then that, you know, there's still a market somewhere for sit-down Pizza Huts. Because there definitely doesn't seem to be that in Canada, unfortunately. We still have all the N64 Mario toys they had. I remember like Wendy's had some toys. I might have like Wendy's. It's funny to think Wendy's had like Kirby toys. I'm trying to think if I got any toys from Taco Bell. Growing up, Taco Bell was not like a place we went to often. I've always liked them. I've never had a bad experience at Taco Bell. Taco Bell's kind of slow. That's my one opinion. Of like going to a Taco Bell is like you gotta wait a while for the food, and it's kind of not, you know, normal anywhere these days. It seems. Magic lamp, no. You know, fast food's kind of a thing of the past. They always prioritize the drive-through, but Taco Bell always seems to be particularly slow for some reason. But once you get it, it's always a good time. Nothing beats the McDonald's backflipping Goomba. Oh, those Mario 3 toys were a lot of fun. DK's having awful luck. Well, I mean, if he had just won that mini game, part of it's his own fault. Christian, welcome! Don't worry, you didn't miss any Bubsy 3D. I was like, I don't really want to play Bubsy 3D on a Tuesday, but I knew I was only able to stream once this week, and again, I am actually excited to get back to Bubsy 3D, because I think it's been kind of interesting, and I'm glad other people have been enjoying it too. But instead, we've been messing around with N64 stuff. Initially, it was all Zelda themed, so I guess the title's kind of weird now. I didn't really think about that. Anyone who clicks it must be really confused. But we tried. I really tried to play Ocarina of Time, but Ocarina of Time didn't want to be played. But I hope you had a good time, Christian. Hope you enjoyed it. We'd love to hear your thoughts, probably. We've definitely been chatting about it a little bit. Okay, I was really afraid for a second. I looked over at the chat and I'm like, shoot, should I have been playing? I always get this freaking confusing one. If you know what you're doing and you're at the top, you should like never lose. Okay, come on, Peach. Mash that button. Mash that button. We can't let DK get any money. You sure we're all so confused? Oh. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, though. Oh my gosh. No. All fast food buildings have remodeled their buildings so they look like office buildings. So if they go to business, they have an easier time selling the building. Yeah, it's eating in a fast food restaurant is a sad experience these days. Like sometimes you just want to get out of the house and go out. There's one McDonald's kind of closest to me that, you know, it's renovated in like the last decade or so, but it's not the really recent renovations that all the McDonald's seem to be going through, where it feels like you're sitting inside a cardboard box. It's just not comfortable at all. It makes me even like not want to go into the restaurants. And of course, they're removing all of the self-serve soda fountains. And that's a huge part of the fast food experience for me. Like not because I'm drinking like that much, but I just like be able to go up, get what I want, maybe have like another flavor after. I don't even think McDonald's gives refills at all. If they don't have the soda fountain anymore, you can't even like pick it up to get a refill. It's just like you're out of luck. But thankfully, this one McDonald's that hasn't been touched in a while, but probably will in the next couple of years, another thing that will disappear, is they still have the soda fountain. And right now in Canada, there's a deal where for $5, you get a McDouble, fries, and a drink. And I go in for that sometimes. Just like how I don't feel like paying over $100 for a new video game. I'm not a big fan of paying like $10, $15 for fast food. But the $5 deal, I'll eat that all day long. No, Christian! Oh no! Yeah, we've had mixed opinions of it. If you're into RPGs and looking for a new one, then it was right up your alley. But it wasn't too balanced in the other departments. Oh! A little answer is all I seek about my game, you little geek. I didn't even have time to read the question. I didn't press that. Would have been nice to see what he was saying there. Used to work at McDonald's, worst job. Oh, that's sad. That's too bad. Chick-fil-A is decent. Take your kids there every other Friday after school. Having a little tradition like that's really neat. I used to have a tradition with someone where we'd go for a Whopper Wednesday just about every week. That used to be fun. Okay, here we go. Conveyor belt time. Yeah, the funny thing about McDonald's getting rid of their soda fountains is like every other restaurant has been adding them in lately. I don't know, A&W is like kind of in the US, but like not as much as in Canada it seems. And A&W never had soda fountains, but just in the last year or so, they've added them into all their restaurants as like a selling point. Like come into A&W, we got soda fountain now. So it's interesting to see that contrast with McDonald's getting rid of their soda fountains. And I'm just hoping that, it's not a McDonald's gets rid of them, so suddenly Burger Kings are gone, A&W's are gone, Wendy's is gone. Just how one phone gets rid of the iPhone jack, the headphone jack. And they're all kind of saying, haha, you're dumb for getting rid of it, and then follow suit like 2 years later. Ugh. Oh, the thumb wrestling! Thumb wrestling! Oh no! Well, there's that answer. Nobody has actually bought a star yet. This is a weird map, but it's kind of should have been expected coming in, I think. Some of these games feel like thumb wrestling. Yeah! McDonald's still gives you refills, Christian? That's good. There was a McDonald's I really liked. Oh, I wish I could read some of these. Oh, because I have the text on fast, I guess. Maybe. But there was a McDonald's, I moved, and then there was a McDonald's not too far away that was great. Oh my gosh, the inside of the restaurant was awesome. So clean, great seating, the service, impeccable, just so good. By the time you'd ordered, it was like 30 seconds you'd have your food. So good. The people working there knew what was going on. And then what happened? 6 months later, try to go there one day, Restaurant's closed. Renovating. Will be open again in a few months. And of course, at that point, the inside, soda fountain's gone. Cardboard box atmosphere. All the employees are different, so it took like 10 minutes to get my food. Never went back. Like, just completely ruined. Hey! Get this wrong. For Grunty's sake. Your shiny coins I'll take. Like, so, like, I can skip this? But what if I do it, does that mean I get to, like, visit Boo? Do you know, and can you tell, what on earth's my favorite smell? Well, Brantilla was saying something about, like, don't pick the middle? Or was she trying to tell us to pick the middle? No chances left. You burn and choke. I'm pleased to say that's all, folks. Oh, no! That was not good. Hello, Isaac. Hope you're having a great... Wait! Oh, I didn't even see what he did! No! Why are you picking on me? Hope you're having a great night though, Isaac. Thanks for stopping by. GG. This is Mario Party 3 with a ROM-hacked board based on Grunty's Furnace Fun. Suddenly I'm worse than DK. This is not good. How was I supposed to know the answer to that? Again, like, was I supposed to pick the middle? I thought she was like, don't pick the middle. Ugh. Oh, not this one. This can go on forever. Alright, everybody. I'm relying on you all to help remember the order. Alright, B-A-Z. Bazba. Oh my god, I'm like 4th, so it's gonna be 3 hours before it's my turn. Bazbazz. B-A-Z-B-Z-B. So B-A-Z, B-Z-B, A-Z, B-Z-B, B-A-Z, okay. B-A-Z-B-Z-B-Z-A. Ugh. A-Z-B-Z-B-Z-A. They're only medium. Please lose. B-A-Z-B-Z-B-Z-A. Oh. Shoot. Okay. Actually, what was the first one on the next line? Was it also A? Because I know the first line. A-Z-B-Z-B... Oh, shoot. What's the first one on the second line? I wasn't paying enough attention, so I figured I'd still have chances to watch them do it. B-A-Z-B-Z-B-Z-A-Z-A. Thank you so much, Rayna. Now please lose. Z-B-Z-B-Z-A-Z. Oh! There you go. Yay, teamwork!
I'm the best.
Oh, because they're set to normal doesn't mean they're normal in the hack. That's fair. That's fair. Not cheating, it's teamwork. Two different things. Nice, Isaac, thank you. I hate Grunty's Furnace Fun. Nobody even has any good items to steal. We are all one player. I like that. I like that. DK's cheating? Alright, I don't even have enough money for anything. It's a little confusing, like, where it goes. Like, okay, so, like, you go up. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess? Oh, there, I guess. But I don't have enough. Of course. Oh, what the heck. Oh! Oh! Okay. I can buy it next turn as long as nobody else gets it. I've never been one to get mad over Mario Party. In fact, the thing that would make me more mad than anything is if someone's not giving it 100%. Like if someone's playing a game with me and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to hurt Andrew's feelings or something," so they only like put in half the effort. That's more maddening than anything. Like if we're playing a competition game, give it your all. Otherwise, like why are we even playing? Now I always complain on the Switch that I'm really good at this game, but I'm better with the 64 stick now. I was doing well until that just happened. But yeah, I used to be able to run this no problem, no falling in. I think I still got it a little bit. Oh, well, we tried to push me. We tried. Oh, no! No! Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm still good. There we go. There we go. My Christmas Mario in the thumbnail? Because getting a Nintendo Direct is kind of like Christmas. No, I was saying because E3 was kind of like gamers' Christmas in May/June, when all those big, juicy announcements would show up. Maybe it's lost some of its luster over the years. But I was looking through my thumbnails, right? Like, what do I do for the thumbnail for this stream? And I saw the Mario one. That's I've used in Christmas streams, obviously. And I wanted to incorporate the Zelda logo somehow. So I'm like, what the heck? We'll just throw it behind Christmas Mario. Because we also played like, Mario-themed Ocarina of Time hack earlier. So like, it was on brand a little bit. And we're still playing Mario. Whoa! Okay. Yes. This ended up being a pretty big turn. No one likes playing with me with these games, and even when I am losing, I find a way to steal everyone's stars with chance time. And when all else fails, rip out the controller and plug it in and make them select no to buying a star. How much money is that? Is that probably like 5 coins? 15 coins. Better than nothing. So what did I think of the Direct? Yeah, I think it was a little lopsided than the RPGs. I think RPGs are great. But do I think it needed a little bit more variety in other ways? Yes. Still have no idea what that thing to the right there is. Do I think that Zelda should have had some gameplay to go along with it? Yes. Do I think, like, why did they spend time showing thumb wrestling when obviously people wanted to see other stuff? Yes. Do I think there's a little bit too much third party when people are mainly watching Nintendo Directs for first party announcements? Yes. Yeah, this doesn't affect me in any way. So I just think it was overall a really odd kind of Direct, especially since it's been so long. People had high expectations. A lot of things we already knew about, they kind of showed. That was great though, Christian. Yoshi is messing everything up. That's what he does. It's exactly what he does. Oh, the thumb wrestling? I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. And then, Deltarune was fine, like Kingdom Hearts, Fire Emblem. There's lots to like in there, if that's what you're looking for right now. Again, like I said, I was just going in kind of as an observer anyway. It's not like I was looking for something that's like, I wasn't asking to be convinced of anything anyway. Goomba, Koopa, Boo. From the left was Boo. But yeah, it was interesting. Like, I definitely thought there would be more. One of the most interesting thing to me is probably that Donkey Kong thing that I won't even be able to participate in. But it's nice to see that they're trying to do stuff with retro stuff, but then again, it's like a timed event that's so weird. Koopa Koopa Goomba Goomba Boo. That'd be Koopa from the left. Matt Rogers, unfortunately, no stream this Thursday. Probably no more streams this week. Keep an eye on the Discord. But this will probably be it for this week. Where next week we'll start a new Mario project. And okay, Koopa Boo, Goomba Goomba, Okay, so it's actually like saying forward and back. Koopa Boo Goomba. Koopa. That was easy. What do I think of Rhythm Heaven? I've never really played the Rhythm Heaven games. They look interesting. Well, everyone's gonna freaking win this one except Peach. Yeah, not too much of an opinion on Rhythm Heaven. It's like the last Switch 1 game ever from the looks of it. First party anyway. Pretty crazy. I think I would like it. I've always thought of playing like Elite Beat Agents or Owendan. Maybe there's like a couple of them in Japan. They always looked interesting. And I guess that's kind of like Osu on the computer, right? The next Bubsy 3D stream will probably be next Thursday. Next week's Thursday. Appreciate everyone's understanding and patience. This is a bit of a weird week. Even today was like kind of a weird one, but hopefully you're all enjoying this kind of nonsensical shenanigans we got going on here. What's this? Okay. But then it doesn't even let me see what it is before she answers it. Everyone knows all the answers but me. Like, that's a little unfair that the computers are getting all these trivias right. Can I buy a lamp? Oh no, it's freaking Bowser Jr. Reverse mushroom is one of my favorite items ever, but I don't even understand this map. Like, where would I even use a reverse mushroom on this freaking map? I still kind of like having it though. It's only 5 coins. You only watched the beginning of the direct, so you're kind of glad you didn't watch the rest. I pressed I. I pressed A. Where are we even going? There? Sure, why not? Like, I am happy I watched it, just so I can say I was there when thumb wrestling was announced. But yeah, decisions were definitely made. And again, there used to be like a lot more character to the directs, where now it's just like a whole stream of trailers without much else really going on. Especially the E3 Direct. Because the E3 Direct started as like an offshoot of the E3 press conference there would be every year. So it was supposed to be a bit more of a spectacle, but this was really just like, we got a bunch of trailers. You're gonna watch them, whether you like it or not. Which is a little sad. Leaves you feeling a little empty compared to the good old days. We've been comparing it a lot to the 2018 Nintendo Direct that happened for E3. The last one that Reggie was ever a part of. And it's funny because the Switch is in a similar position that it was in. You know, in 2018. What's it called right here? One second. Gotta pick up the pace a little bit. Like, it seems kind of bad for the Switch too right now. Like, there's this big drought, but the Switch 1 wasn't doing all that much better. You know, the first year and a half or so into its life. But it was just a lot less noticeable because a lot of people didn't own the Wii U, so even the remake seemed exciting and such. Where I think that depending on how next year, like the next couple of years go for the Switch 2, will be a lot more telling if we should be worried. Okay, I'm somehow in second. I'm actually, okay, I'm a star plus 5 coins behind. And he thinks DK is gonna win? He was in last for a while there. That's kind of interesting. Love the image of Grunty's Furnace Fun in the background. That looks really nice. You missed the weird things, like non-specific action figure fetish. Like, yeah, there used to be some funny skits and stuff, for sure. The computers are tassing. They probably are. Hope you're having a great night, Lucky Bacon. Lucky Bacon's been posting some really fun retro gaming kind of trivia things. It's the Discord server, so be sure to join that. See if you can figure out the puzzles that they post. Oh! Okay, well this could be good if I get money. So this is the first time when they actually have like multiple dual games and not just like one per map. So this is just like we jump on top of Baby Bowser. So see, I call him Baby Bowser sometimes, and I think it's, you know, Mario Party that's made me do that. But now it's Bowser Jr., so like it's really confusing. Because like I'll call him Baby Bowser, like, well, that's not right, it's Bowser Jr., but then, no, it was Baby Bowser back in the day. They totally retconned his name. Sorry, Baby Bowser. Probably had to, you know, change his nameplates and everything on his change room door. Nothing was safe. Alright, thanks, good. Lose it all, Christian. I didn't have, it wasn't my choice on how much to bet, but I probably would have gone all the way. Koopa Kid, see, like, this guy has identity crisis and a half going on. Alright, we can only move 3 spaces. I was gonna say anything but a 1, so that worked out. An invisible star block would be nice. Aren't Baby Bowser and Bowser Jr. different characters? They probably are supposed to be. I could not tell you the difference. Like, I guess Baby Bowser would be like Baby Mario, where it's just like the actual Bowser, but when he was a baby somehow, existing in the same time as Big Bowser. Is it ever explained how Baby Mario and like not Baby Mario exist at the same time? Of course there's Partners in Time, which I love. I'm the Partners in Time defender. Where, you know, it wasn't even worthy of getting a 3DS port, which also didn't really even make sense to port the Mario and Luigi DS games to 3DS, considering they were already on the DS, but no, like, that makes sense in terms of that game. But are we to assume then that every time that Baby Mario appears in the same game as not Baby Mario, it's like during the time frame in which Partners in Time is taking place? Is that how it works? What's the best Mario Party on N64 and GameCube? Oh my gosh, 3. I love 3. 3 is so good. 2 was my first ever Mario Party, and I do love it. And I think that Mario Party 2 is a lot of fun. So it's a toss-up between 2 and 3 for me. 3 would probably take the cake if I had to choose one. And on the GameCube, I like 5 a lot. So 5 would probably take the cake, as it has a cake-shaped map, if I had to choose a GameCube one. Bowser Jr. has a bandana, and Baby Bowser doesn't. That's true. That is true. So Bowser Jr., as he's known, or I guess, you know, the character Bowser Jr., is a first appearance in Sunshine? Is that how that works? This game is really unfair. I say as I think lost it for the first time in my entire life. Come on, Yoshi, it's all up to you. I was gonna say, because you can like always keep walking towards the center, and like I don't think I've ever lost it before, but there's a first for everything apparently. Baby Bowser is either a young Bowser or a clone, right? Like, isn't it weird? Like, I guess the baby stuff all started because of Yoshi's Island? But then, like, how they ever thought to add them in as characters in all the party games and stuff is interesting. Obviously, we're dealing with the non-super symmetric XO string theory interpretation of time-space continuum. Of course, Matt Rogers, of course. The classic. Now, time travel, when it comes up in fiction, is always interesting. Every you know, medium kind of has their different way of dealing with it. Like, I've been mentioning how I played Chrono Trigger recently. Let me read you the back of the box for Chrono Trigger. I'm not sure it had anything to do with the actual game. So on the back of the box for Chrono Trigger, the Millennium... okay, yeah, this is it. The Millennium. A portal is open. The chain of time is broken. A young man is transported into the past, altering the course of history and the outcome of the future. He has to find his way home, but first he must travel to the outer edges of time to repair the world's chronology. Does that... did I play a different game? That doesn't sound like what happened. They go through time creating more paradoxes than anyone. So, I don't know. I feel like the box is... bunch of BS. Someone just like, I'm just gonna write the back of the box, whether it actually happens in the game or not. Chrono Trigger. That's the back of the box for Chrono Trigger. Exactly, Reina. Exactly. Thank you. On the way, he encounters strange friends and foes, utilizes incredible devices and vehicles, and penetrates and neutralizes the fortresses of the past, present, and future. A paradox has been created. Yeah, because they freaking keep messing with things. If he does not restore the order of time, nothing will ever be the same. He is the one who will become a hero. He is Chrono. Is this even a real box? Maybe I got like the freaking bootleg Etsy.com box. Like, that doesn't even sound anything like what happens in the game. Big misprint, maybe. I'm telling you. Someone just like got the job to write the back of the box of a game based on time travel. And they just pulled that out of somewhere. That was what some of that's what it was about before someone changed history. I've always thought that's hilarious. I mean, like I've never read it until really too closely until I beat it, and it's like, what? Dude, so you penetrate. Have I enjoyed getting rickrolled in Chrono Trigger? I'm trying to think of what point you might specifically be referring to. But no, they were funky games, and I'm so glad I finally played them. Okay, so I'm on A button control. Robo's theme sound like Rickroll. Robo was one of my main party members. My main party was Chrono, Luca, and Robo. I'm trying to think of what Robo's theme sounded like. One second. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. One more! Yes! Thwomp Sled Dog versus Thwomp. No, not Thwomp Train! No! Rickroll's a classic? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So I'm not the only one who didn't notice Brainock. As I'm like, oh my god, how did I miss that? I have to go back and listen now. Okay, this is the last turn. Oh, 3 turns. So I'm living in the future. Maybe I got transported back to the past. Darn you, Chrono Trigger box! Causing paradoxes in the space-time continuum. Oh! Everyone's landing on the bank. Enjoy my 5 coins that got sent into there. Why did they cancel the Chrono Trigger remake? Is that true? I remember back in the day, you want to talk about things getting, sued or whatever. There's going to be like a big Chrono Trigger ROM hack, and it got taken down by Square Enix. I remember that was a big topic of discussion. I didn't look too close into it back in the day because I hadn't played Chrono Trigger yet. But that's unfortunate. Chrono Trigger's been on a few things though. It's been on the PlayStation. It's been on the DS. I really was going to get a remake? I wasn't aware of that. Matt Rogers, the DS version of Chrono Trigger was good, had a little extra content and 1 additional dungeon, monster arena battles, and additional items/armor. Cool. So the monster arena battles, those were in Chrono Cross. So there you go, everyone, bashing Chrono Cross. They actually took a feature from it. It sounds like put it into Chrono Trigger. Interestingly. Maybe I should plunder DK's phone? I don't even have... Oh, I guess I do have enough turns to do that. Yeah, I should plunder something. In fact, I think Peach had a lamp at one point, and I could have plundered it. But I'm having too much fun talking about random stuff, so it's all good. What item do you need to open? Skeleton key. Secret key. But no, make sure you press the correct answer there. Who collects coins at the bank? Oh, shoot. tumble? Koopa Bank, what's the question? On a, oh, it's probably Goomba for battle mini games. Oh, right. Battle Royale map, who will trade you a star for coins? Hydrate Christian, thank you. 1 second here. On a Battle Royale map, which button do you press first to use an item? I'm gonna say B. Oh my god, why is BZ? Why would they make that so confusing? Unless it's random every time, it probably is. What number in the Mario Party series is this? I'm assuming. Let me put the Chrono Trigger box back before I spill something on it.
I'm the best.
Isaac, please play Sonic Adventure 2. Oh my gosh, I love Sonic Adventure 2. I've 100%ed it twice. Once on the GameCube, once on the PS3. Always said I wanted to do a full playthrough of it on the Dreamcast. The OG. It's not like me to not play a game on its OG console, but you know, back in the day I did not have a Dreamcast, but it was great on the GameCube. Okay, I guess. Oh, so he just. So, there's nothing for me to steal with my plunder chest now. What happened? What happened? No! No! Can we get through one stream without a crash? One single stream? Like, it starts not working. Nothing's working. You had Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on Dreamcast, then got the GameCube ones when they released. Nice. Dreamcast 1 looks really nice. Yeah, they changed the gave the characters that shiny texture on the GameCube. In Adventure 1 anyway. Adventure 2 looks okay on the GameCube. Yeah, redo. Thankfully I've been saving every turn, so I think we should be good, but why? What happened? You have a cool hack of Sonic CD that adds Spin Dash. Does Sonic CD not always have Spin Dash? I thought it did. No funky reset effect for Mario Party 3. They were done with that by the time this came out, I guess. First Bubsy soft locks and now Mario Party soft locks. Like, I expect that from Bubsy 3D, but not here. Party Planner 64, so that's what they use to make, these ROM hacks. That's cool. Sonic CD, I've always had so much trouble. Turn 14 out of 15. Oh, so much trouble with, the time travel mechanic. Like, you touch the sign, and then you have to go really fast, but like if you don't go fast enough, but you start going fast, like you lose it. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I find it's so hard to find a good spot sometimes to get the good speed. You want to have the two springs side by side, and then you can build up speed between those. Wow! Wow, that did not happen last time. Thanks. Thanks, game. Star Force never crashed Carbon Spire. Oh, go Star Force. Good times. No, we've had more trouble with N64 games than we have with NES games. What if I could like never beat this because it keeps crashing here? No, it's just that one accident, I guess. Rude Fennec, right? They're actually gonna get all the Sonic Adventure 2 Dreamcast and 2 Battle Emblems eventually this year. Isaac, amazing. Yeah, so I got all 180 on GameCube and PS3. Is there also 180 on the Dreamcast version? Or is it a little less? Because the Dreamcast one, did it have like the, the racing mini game and stuff? Oh, I could have used items. Whatever. I just want to steal. Get this wrong for Grunty's sake. And okay, bring it. Like, I'm just gonna pick the middle. Well, I could have won if I had done that right. But I guess not. Oh! Well, I only have 5 monies to duel, so... You went after the Yoshi so the game froze. Motor Rooter. Silly Screws. R.I.P. Coca-Cola. Yeah, it's funny, you know, DK really made a big comeback after doing pretty poor there in the beginning. And now I'm not having the best luck. Like, when it comes to the quiz questions, I'm guessing you're supposed to go by Brent Tilda. And then, like, she'll give you the answers. But, like, when we talked to her, she wasn't really being all that clear. I thought she just said, don't pick the middle. But then the time I didn't pick the middle, it still wasn't right, so... Overshooting in this one's not great. They seem to be doing pretty okay, though. When in doubt, reset. That's the thing, right? You can cheese Mario Party should you desire. If I don't win this, though, I'll own up to it. It's been like half my fault and half the game being jank.
I'm the best.
Well, there we go. But no, Sonic. Yeah, like, I even like Sonic 06 because it feels like the adventure games. I love Sonic Adventure 1 too. And, you know, I like 06 a lot, but does it have glitches that can impede your enjoyment of the game at times? Yes. It is a shame. But we've been talking about this previously too. Like, there's Project 06, which is supposed to hopefully fix things up, and the loading times, hopefully it fixes those up. Flop pull again. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's funny how, you know, in like a 15-turn game, you can get a mini game twice. Oh yeah, I'm not A anymore. Reset? I mean, again, you could, but... More Thwomp Trains. Just making sure I'm having nightmares tonight. Oh shoot. I got this, Fennec? I don't know about the bonus stars. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Who had the most coins at one time? Who won the most mini games? Who landed on the most happening spaces? If I can get 2 of the bonus stars, I could possibly come back from last. You never know. Oh gosh. Oh! Took his star? It took his star? Holy moly! That's crazy! Like, that's evil! Well, oh my gosh, again a double. Wow, nice! Sure, I guess. There you go. If you don't have 50 coins to pay, it deducts the star apparently, Matt. That is brutal. That is really unforgiving. Yay! I still don't have enough money like for the star even if I wanted it. Even if I could somehow get to it. Oh my gosh, that's like the 3rd one or something. Maybe I'll get it. I just need to land on a blue space. What if I went backwards now? Where am I even going? Oh, if only... No, I have to go up anyway. For the heck of it. What happens if I go backwards from here? Maybe I'll find like the super secret star. Oh, see, that could have been really cool. Well, that's good for the happening star. In the Click Clock Eagle that you meet, how many autumn worms will he eat? We're actually getting a Banjo-Kazooie question? Oh god, it's counting down! I said 10. Is it only 5? I don't think it was 25. But wow, there you go. I like it actually testing Banjo-Kazooie knowledge. It was 10. I pressed Z. I pressed Z, which I think was 10. Whatever it was 10 was what I pressed. Alright, last minigame. Bumper balls in space. You meant 5. Here's one of them. See, I thought it got more as like it went on. But maybe I'm wrong with that. Yeah! You're not an idiot right now. It's like something you don't really think about. You know, the game tells you how many you need, you give it to them, and then you forget. Okay, well, if I can get 2 stars and Peach can get no stars, then we win. But what are the chances of that? Again, I don't know who ever had the most at one time. Here are the results. Okay, so yeah, Peach is freaking almost all the stars were invisible. I mean, he has the most now. It doesn't really matter how much you have now. All right, so we're up to 2. Coin star was Yoshi. If I get the happening star, I win. But my guess is it's gonna be like a tie. Oh! Oh! All because of those freaking blocks. And again, I should have used... I think I should have stolen a magic lamp earlier. And I kind of forgot. Oh, I didn't even get 3rd. Or I didn't even get 2nd. There you go. We you know, our position was 3rd. And we ended in 3rd. Fitting. Oh, I missed. There you have it. So how was the happening laid out? 3. 1. I only got 1. Everyone had a chance time except Peach. No game guide. Game guide's like the best part of Mario Party 3. And that, everybody, was Grunty's Furnace Fun in Mario Party. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. With that, though, any other thoughts? Any other things that we didn't get to discuss in regards to the Direct today you wanted to talk about? Any questions for me? Any comments on this ROM hack or any ROM hack we played today? And now the game will be known as Super Peach Party 3. Yeah, like when remember the title screen would change on Mario Party 1. I think depending on like the last character who won. That was always cool. It's not fair. Even if you remove Peach's star, she can float in place. That's true. That's true. But only for a couple of seconds, I guess. So overall, you know, the Direct today, again, it had some things I'm sure a lot of people are happy about. There wasn't, I don't think, enough first-party announcements that weren't RPGs. And the Zelda could have used some more footage. But it does mirror a lot of what Nintendo Switch 1 was still looking like at this point, where there were still 3DS games coming out. There was lots of remakes coming out. So I think give it another year, and we'll probably be talking about 3D Mario, and who knows what else. Things will probably be a bit more shipshape. But if not, if by this time next year there aren't some major Mario or like a major Mario related announcement, I think that'd be concerning. But I think it's too early to be concerned. Did Peach win? She's a tough opponent. Yeah, she was rough, and all the invisible blocks. So no Mario Maker 3, Mario Maker 2 came out 2019, summer 2019. So that's 2 years after the Switch 1 came out, and that's a point where I think things started to pick up in terms of Switch 1 releases. Where prior to that, I had Zelda and Mario Odyssey, of course. I had Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I think like Puyo Puyo Tetris. I think those are like my 4 Switch games until Mario Maker 2 came out. If I'm forgetting something that you think I owned, let me know. But it just goes to show, like, even in the first couple of years of the Switch's life, it's not like we were being showered with first-party games. But then Mario Maker 2 came out, and then, 2020 happens, and you get, like, Animal Crossing, and I feel like from there, things kind of picked up speed. The 3DS, no more games were coming out for that. The remakes kind of died down, with the exception of, like, Pikmin 3, which came out in 2020, I think. But yeah, like, so it seems to take 2 years for Nintendo to really heat up on releasing new games for a console, putting the previous console kind of back to the side. But that's the thing, it doesn't seem like Nintendo wants to give up on the Switch 1 yet. And, it's a completely different, environment these days, so no guarantees of what's going to happen, I guess, but that's what keeps things exciting. So interesting, I think in the opening cutscene there was no Waluigi or Daisy, was there? Because they were originally going to be unlockable characters. But then they just give them to you for free at the beginning. But you still have to unlock the Waluigi map. Interestingly enough. I kind of wish Mii's would make a comeback. Yeah, Mii's are interesting. Well, I guess, Nintendo... They're a little primitive, I guess. But then there's Miitopia, right? That's what it's called. So... they're still around, just not in the sports games, I guess. Say, rip off me, returning Nintendo 2. Yeah, that's, I hear ya. I hear ya. But okay then, everyone. Yeah, Mario Maker 2, Mario Maker 3. I would have to think that a Mario Maker 3 would have 3D, like Mario 64 as well. That's why they're on the warpath for all the Mario 64 romance. It's the only explanation. So I will be intrigued if the day comes when they announce that. Again, I don't own a Switch 2, but I have no ill will towards anyone who does, and I hope good games come out for it. I'll probably get one someday. It might be a decade from now, but can't complain if there's good games out there. When are we gonna get an amiibo RPG? It makes me think of like the Save Me game from the 3DS. Bring back Street Pass, right? You could have, could incorporate amiibos into that some way. That'd be kind of neat. Hello, Soviet man. It just came from your Nintendo Power complete set video from 5 years ago. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Well, thank you for watching that. That is an old one, and I appreciate that. You're still enjoying some of the classic content. We were actually just wrapping up. Unless you have any thoughts on the Direct today or anything else, thoughts on Nintendo Power, we've kind of covered a lot of bases here. And after we just got our butts kicked in Mario Party, we're about to wrap it up. The next stream will likely be next Tuesday when we'll start a real Mario 64 project. And then Thursday next week, we'll probably be wrapping up Bubsy 3D. I don't know if it's going to take more than one stream, because we have to get all the rocket pieces as well. It really comes down to just how well those are hitting, because we only have like 5 more levels otherwise. But thanks again, Soviet man. Hope you're having a great night. And to everyone who joined tonight, I really appreciate it. Please join the Discord server where we can continue talking about random shenanigans. Thank you, Raynok, for your super chat. Thank you, Fennec, for gifting a membership. And thank you, one and all, for having fun here. Have a great rest of your week. Take care. And I'll see you all later. Hey, there's that Arlo thing I was talking about. I meant to fix the chat, but that decided to show up all of a sudden. Again, that's from 2018, Nintendo Direct, where it's funny. I just went to go view it and like Arlo was making a comment about how like only one new announcement in the first E3 after, I mean, I guess not technically the first E3 because it came out in March, but like, you know, a year later, even the Switch 1 was a little slow to pick up things. So we'll see how it goes with the Switch 2. But good night, everyone. Thanks again.